home, man.
What happened to that Ryan Grant drop?
Yeah, where was the jack?
It sounded like some elves edited that shit.
Combat.
Nah, he messed up.
He messed up?
Yeah.
There wasn't a glitch.
He said the combat jack, not the combat jack.
I mean, listen,
show.
I didn't even hear the jack.
He has too many things to worry about.
The Jack show.
Dallas,
Jack
that's your
Daniels
cousin,
show.
right?
Yeah.
He got hit enough times?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Internets?
I'm happy he can still walk.
Internets, what's up? You were tuned into the Combat Jack show featuring Dallas Penn.
Cheer.
Got everybody on deck. DJ Ben Hameen, Racist P,
Yo.
Matt Raz,
Yo.
A King, super producer. We got our producer / intern, always
production
assistant, always ambitious,
A.K.A. always thirsty.
always thirsty. We got two thirsty cats in the house.
Yes.
Racist Pete, thirsty for the mic, and always ambitious
listen.
is always thirsty. But we'll get to that in a minute. What's up, Dallas? How you doing, man?
Combat, it never, ever
What?
stops.
It don't stop?
It can't stop.
Won't stop?
If it does stop, it don't even matter.
It don't stop.
It won't stop.
Yo, man, it's been a whirlwind
What?
of experiences
What?
and events.
Listen, that Best Buy show, Internets, if you didn't go to that Best Buy show, if you were in New York and you opted out of that show,
opted out. You
right
opted
now,
out of
close your
life.
laptop. Okay?
Yeah.
Pull the plug out on the laptop. Open your window. Throw your laptop out the window.
Out the window.
And then jump out the window.
Out the window. At the same time that the laptop is falling, right?
Yes.
Yo, Dallas, man, I got an apology to make, man. To certain cats, man. You know, I've been talking about it on Twitter, you know, fairly recently, man. And I realized over the past couple of weeks, I've been shaking a lot of cats' hands. But things have been moving so fast that I haven't been able to clip my nails as regularly as possible.
How dare you?
And it's my index finger on my right hand that grows the most.
That shovel?
And I
Booger
know
shovel.
What'd you call it?
The booger shovel.
Booger shovel. Okay. And you know, I hate being in a social setting where, you know, it's evening is popping, cats is drinking, and then that sloppy cat will come to you with the wet palm and then shake your hand with the firm shake and scrape off like 3 layers of dermis. I realized last week when we were closing off Southpaw, I shook Rich Medina's hand and it gave him a firm grip, and as I was pulling back, I felt my index nail going right into his DJ hand.
Isn't that uncomfortable too when you look that brother in the eye too and you know that you violated?
You are the perpetrator.
Yeah.
So to anybody out there on the internet or in the IRL in real life that I've scraped off some dermis, I really apologize, man. I really apologize, and I gotta get back on my hygiene in terms of clipping my fingernails.
Real talk. I made sure I pulled my nails down tonight. Yeah. I mean, how often in your life are you gonna get to meet one of your heroes? You know, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't the one who violated Redman's hand tonight.
Yeah, you can't violate people's hands, man. It's not cool because it's a violation.
It's a violation.
It's a violation.
It's a violation. I mean, really, real talk. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Preezy the Kid.
Preezy the Kid,
man, like literally, he cut through my shit.
See, now I've never given Preezy.
Preezy don't have fingers. Preezy has
adamantium.
Preezy has talons.
Talons, right?
Talons.
And you can tell that Preezy has caught a lot of victims because his shit is discolored underneath.
Yo. That's just the skin. That's just the dermis buildup.
And he does not discriminate, B. Like white, black. You see that black skin under his talons, right?
He's catching everybody with his.
Yo, what up, Preezy the Kid?
Preezy the Kid. What up?
No shots, my dude.
Man, now we talking about Preezy, man. Jay Slayer, man.
Slayer.
Honestly, Combat. That show you put together with Live and Direct.
Peter Oasis.
A fucking
Best
show.
Buy. And even Hot 97 came to the table.
Hot 97. Peter Rosenberg. What up, Peter Rosenberg?
What up, Peter Rosenberg?
Letting us rock the stage with him, but
that was crazy. But before we get to that, I gotta tell you, man, you got me listening to Doppelgangers, man.
Yeah. Doppelgangers are dope.
Doppelgangers, B.
Doppelgangers are dope, brother.
I downloaded, I was in this zone yesterday. I hadn't smoked anything. I wasn't drunk or anything. But I saw you had a post up on one of their recent videos.
Yes.
And I've always liked their videos. And I always liked their production. So I just got into a zone, and for the past 48 hours, I've been listening to the Doppelgangers. Their shit is some real classic.
Do you like that Beats for Brothels joint? That
you know what? I listened to Lone Sharks.
Oh, Lone Sharks is fabulous.
Lone Sharks is what I listened to.
Yeah, okay. Lone
Over
Sharks
the past 48 hours, I've been listening to that, getting to that.
Lone Sharks
joint.
is dope.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at them. I remember they were on the show. Mm-hmm. 2 years ago, actually, right?
Man, they were on the show during the first 4 months of the show.
First 4 months, man, and they didn't want to freestyle, and they wear they wear the cheap cloak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that was good advice you gave them, though, to invest in a more expensive, a better cloak.
Internets, if you don't know who we're talking about, look up Doppelgangers. It ends with a Z.
Doppel Ganaz.
Gangers,
yeah, G-A-N-G-A-Z.
Where are they from? Are they from Queens?
They're from New York.
New York, but where in New York?
Like Suffern, New York.
And they kind of, they're definitely backpack nerdy type cats, and they wear these like cloaks. But the cloaks is like some shit you would find like in a Halloween Skeletor package, like you know what I'm saying, like the cheap joints.
I mean, they're waiting to pop off. Once they pop off, I think they'll go with Velvet.
Velvet,
yeah. I
want to see them.
They may end up leaving the cloak era, though.
I don't know. I want them to stay in the cloak era because that adds to their weirdness, B. But I definitely got to give you props, man, for having me listening to the Doppelgangers. Shout out to the Doppelgangers, man. Best Buy.
What a fucking show.
Pete, what'd you think of Best Buy, man?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, when you have to hold one earphone growing up as a kid, have scotch tape on your headphones listening to EPMD.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
Why'd you have to do that?
Because that's what they were just garbage back then. Man, I couldn't get another
the headphones.
The headphones, yeah.
Okay. Not EPMD.
No. But I mean, you rock the tape until the tape pop.
Right.
I mean, that was that shit.
Shout out to anybody who ever had rubber bands wrapped around their Walkman. You know what I mean? Scotch tape on their headphones.
Keep that shit closed. Hell yeah.
So it really was just. I was telling Dad, was really just the soundtrack of my life, and many others in that room. That music, real hip hop. I mean, the greatest thing I liked about it was, thanks to Combat, Pete Oasis, like we all had some very good access to the show. But when
we had the best access.
Yeah, we had stage, backstage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Whole kit and caboodle, VIP, everything.
Even in the pit,
the thing that I really enjoyed the most.
We could do whatever we want.
Exactly. But the thing I enjoyed the most was at the.
I think Premium Pete got finger banged. By someone on the hit squad.
At the middle of the night.
You let Keith Murray finger bang you?
Nah. I don't know what he's talking about. Combat at the
I gotta say this though. I gotta interrupt you. The first time I walked, in the dressing room, like after I think after the show.
You seen one of them naked?
No, I smelled that sweet sticky scent of cocaine in the air, man. Like somebody was burning a woo in there, B.
First of all, Combat. What that show
I'm not gonna put that on K Solo.
What that show was a spaceship.
It was a spaceship.
Okay, and on a spaceship, you don't question nothing.
Don't question nothing.
You get in where you fit in.
Don't question the cocaine being burnt in the air.
Nothing. Don't question nothing. As a matter of fact, if you want some, partake.
So the greatest thing I want to say is that
was it you, Dallas? Because you look like you was on the spaceship, B.
I was spaced the fuck out. I did smoke some things. I don't think it was cocaine.
You smoked a woo banger?
I smoked a lot of things though, because the crazy thing was it was that wild.
It was that wild.
Every room, every door you opened up, someone was smoking something,
or drinking something, or
whatever. So
Matt Raz was in the back room, burning up the white boy weed.
Yeah. First of all, Matt Raz fired shit up before the show even started.
Yeah, during rehearsal.
Sound check,
right?
Sound check.
Combat had us there from 6 o'clock until like 1 a.m.
I mean, no, we were part of the production. He made us part of the production.
Right.
All right. I mean,
that's a long period of time.
I agree. Matt Raz, I got down with you.
But you know what?
It out like that.
It was a long period, but I did not want it to end.
No. No.
Did you feel? Were you getting impatient? Were you at any point feeling impatient?
First of all,
Matt Raz,
no, it could have gone longer. Honestly, I mean,
How long did we stay together? We stayed together until 2. We literally did a work day together.
Yes,
from 6 until 2 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we went to Wohop. But before that, the greatest thing I want to tell is the people, the internets, the interconnected networks, is that Combat. When I turned to my right. Even though all that stage access we had, even with you throwing the show along with Pete Oasis, you were in the crowd with me. And I mean, I'm sure other cast members of the show were too. But when I turned to the right, it was great to see that. I mean, like we didn't care about no backstage or this or that. Real hip hop was alive in that show that night.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I made sure like I was bouncing around after me and Dallas and Peter Rosenberg were done on stage. I had to, I was like a kid all over the place. I was like in this dressing room, I was in that dressing room, I was up in the VIP in the rafters, I was back in the screen room,
the green
room,
crazy.
But I made sure I kept timing it. I was like, I gotta be deep in the crowd by the time Headbanger comes on.
Yeah.
I mean, because that would just be violation.
First of all, I lost my cell phone when Redman did Time for Some Action.
How'd you lose your cell phone, baby?
First of all, when Time for Some Action comes on, if you're not doing a somersault, like I did a fucking somersault.
A somersault,
and my phone fell out of my pocket. I knew I was gonna have to sacrifice something that night, either my wallet or my phone,
or limb, something.
I let the phone go, and I didn't give a fuck. I flipped the fuck over. It was time for some action.
So did you know when you lost your? You actually knew when you lost your phone?
I knew I was going to lose either my cell phone or my wallet.
Your wallet?
No. Replacing ID is a fucking hassle.
In New York City right now.
I'm due for a cell phone upgrade. Anywho.
Right.
Yes, you are.
So I was like, let me let this shit.
But you don't know the exact moment, because sometimes you'll be in a crowd and you'll throw your shit.
Something. I know in my mind, because I was jumping around crazy at Time for Some Action, that was probably the moment.
Right.
Like I lost my shit. Oh, it could have been during the Rockwilder.
Could be the same time he was smoking a Woo Banger.
Now,
well, I mean, yeah, but no.
Now the craziest shit is this: how did it feel being on stage in front of that crowd, Dallas?
Well, I mean, listen, the Best Buy is the biggest hip hop stage, the biggest rap stage in New York City, other than the Garden.
The Garden, right?
Other than the Paramount Theater or the Garden, but I mean, for a hip hop show. Secondly, internets, I got to tell you something. It was Friday night on 42nd Street. It was Friday night at Times Square. And to understand what that means to a lifelong New Yorker.
Lifelong New Yorker. Not you transplants, and there's no shot to any transplants.
No shots, but someone who lived in this city all their life. And on Friday nights, when we was 12 and 13, we would skate off to the Deuce. And that energy, that raw, unbridled energy was up inside that building.
Up inside the building.
It was like, so I was, I was flashing back and I was getting high and spaceshipping and the whole thing. But it was just vainglorious.
Nah, man, shout out to everybody, particularly New York City, man, the 5 boroughs, Jersey. It was a wonderful, wonderful crowd.
Strong Island, yes.
The only type of turbulence that manifested was, you had some hecklers naturally that were heckling and booing Hot 97. They were up in the front and they were just hating, and being up on stage with Rosenberg, it was like, I'm not necessarily going to defend that station, but at the same time, it's like, yo, easy, you know what I'm saying? But it was just interesting, man. At least they wasn't booing us, you know what I mean?
No, we were good.
Now, what's puzzling to me, Dallas, is some cats took some great shots. Great Z was in the joint.
Yes.
Mel D. Cole was in the joint. You saw
I haven't seen Mel D. Cole's joints.
I haven't seen his joints either. But he was in the building.
Okay.
But when we got the pictures on Sunday this weekend, I sent it to you.
Yes.
And the illest thing you said was like, yo, in this picture I look fat.
Right. Because at Combat, when I take pictures of myself and when I instruct Premium to take a picture of me, my instructions are always titty up.
Titty up.
Titty up. You know what I mean? Where I feel more brolic and more,
shoulders. You look shoulders.
Yeah. But when I get to see my stomach, then I'm like, fuck. I'm fat. All the mirrors in my crib, man. Titty up. Titty up.
Tilted and
titty up for everything. Titty up.
Right.
You know what I mean? I never look at my stomach. You know what I mean? That's how I keep my frame of mind.
That's how you keep you're such a great sense of swag.
Yes.
Popping.
Yes. So that every now and then when I get that full body shot, you know what I mean, I kind of get brought down again.
Nah, it's just, it's reality. I mean, I've been putting on the pounds again, man.
I was good the following day, man. I was good 2 hours later, man.
Right. Super producer A King is giving us a hand signals that we got to jump into the segment. But how you doing? Always?
Yo, what's poppin', baby?
Always ambitious. I think should always get the mic a little bit.
Yeah.
Always get a little mic.
How you doing? Always?
I sense a setup. What's good?
You sense a setup?
Not bad. I'm good, man.
I'm hearing things about you, man.
Yeah, I'm hearing things too, man.
I'm hearing some interesting things about you, man.
Okay.
A couple of weeks ago we had 5-5 Freddy in the studio.
Yeah.
And we drove him to home, and you were kind enough to accompany me in the car. And I got a call from 5-5 last week, and he wasn't necessarily complaining, but he was like, "Hey, what's up with your man?"
Who the fuck was that?
He meant me. He meant me.
Meaning you, because you was the only one in the car. Okay. Was Ben? I mean, you weren't in the car.
No, I wasn't in the car that night. No, I was in the car to hear Fab.
He was like, your man was like extra hype, extra thirst. Every time I said something, he's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's always. He's a young cat coming up. He's an integral part of the team, and he's a little thirsty because this is a movement that we have.
Yeah, it's enthusiasm.
It's enthusiasm.
Yeah, but I seen Fab a couple days later.
You saw him?
And he was like, yo, this fucking kid was all up in our business.
He didn't say that.
I'm telling you,
honestly,
he said
that. That's not Fab.
He was like, listen.
That sounds like racist Pete talking.
That's racist. That's embellishment.
He said he was in the car with you.
That's embellishment.
And he turned around and he was like hanging on his neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Premium, where Fab told you this? You was at Fab's house?
Yeah, what he told you this, man?
In his tuchus? Where was you at, Premium?
No embellishment, seriously. I don't want to misrepresent.
Premium, you was putting moisturizer on Fab's mustache? What was you doing, Premium? When did Fab tell you this?
So
what else is going on with
anyway, tone
it down, though. I'm gonna tone it down.
No. So this weekend I'm with wifey, unbelievable Kim.
Oh yeah.
And she brought one of her, Asian friends to the venue.
One of her comrades.
One of her comrades.
Okay.
And she was like, "Yeah, I love your crew. Your crew is awesome. But what's up with Always?" And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" She was like, "Yo, he was like, extra like, yeah, your friend. She nice. I'm glad to get her number." And she said basically this is my interpretation. And don't take this the wrong way. She didn't necessarily put the word rapist in the sentence.
Okay.
But she said you were kind of rapey.
His style was a bit rapey.
Always, let me ask you a question right now on air. Seriously, honest, because no one is safe here.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever been close to raping somebody, dude?
Not that I can remember, no.
Wait, not that you can remember. So you might have had one of those long nights, roofies, blacked out.
She overheard something. I was saying to A King.
Oh, no, I mean.
What were you saying to A King?
No, I was just joking. It was a great night.
I would give tap that.
It was a great night.
When I catch you in the back of the hallway, I'm going to tap that.
While she was shaking everyone's hands.
No, but what happened was
she overheard me. And she overheard me, and I didn't know she overheard me.
What exactly did you say?
No, I was just like, oh yeah, she's cute or something. I was just,
right.
That
little
like
Asian thing right there.
I'm
gonna get that.
That's all it was. I didn't say it to her.
You didn't say the word choke, did you?
No, and I didn't say anything to her. I just shook her hand, and that was it. But I didn't say anything to her.
Now I think
always put one of his basketball player hands on Shorty. He probably wrapped his whole hand around her and probably held that handshake a bit extra long. Yeah.
Now the problem is this. This is the problem. How tall are you always?
6'5".
6'5". You're a tall brother, man. And I know you're a good dude. The team knows that you're a good dude. But I guess the cats that don't know you, your enthusiasm and the way you be speaking like Ken Kniff, because you speak from you kind of like whisper talk.
Yo, he did that. Listen, the craziest shit is your wife was like in front of the gate on stage. You couldn't move nowhere, and her friend was right next to her. And all of a sudden, somebody's tapping me on the shoulder. I turn around. It's Ambitious. He's like, "Excuse me, let me get over there." I'm like,
"No, he didn't say, excuse me, get it." Like, "Yeah, let me get over there."
Yeah, that's how he said it.
Little Asian,
that's what he said.
Asian thing right there.
Yeah, that's how he said it.
Get right by her.
You know what it was?
But let me get it there, that Korean barbecue.
Yeah. Bim bim bop. I like bim bim bop.
But the The crazy shit is this: is that
Korean
there was nowhere to move. There was nowhere to move, and then all of a sudden, I looked at his face, and we were in air conditioner on that stage, and he was sweating, and then he was
like he's sweating now.
Yeah, and then he kept on looking at that girl,
like you're in a lineup.
He had one hand in his pocket.
Mississippi in 1955.
It's kind of nervous right now. I mean, you guys caught me.
He had one hand in that slack pocket. That slack pocket he has. He had one hand in that slack pocket. I don't know what he was doing.
All right.
The thing I gotta say about Always is he looked like one of the type cats to get a chick up in the shadow dark room and take him down.
Just start choking him.
Just start taking him down. Doing
some Keith Sweat.
Doing some straight molestation. You know.
Well, anyway, I appreciate you guys for having me. You know, I'm gonna tone it down a little bit.
Yo, you know what it is? Your thoughts came out, like when you shook her hand.
Well, did you drink something? Were you drinking?
No.
And you don't smoke?
No, I don't smoke. No.
So you did catch a contact that night? Because there was a lot of smoke in the air.
It did. Yeah, it was crazy.
Well, always, man, as long as you do the right thing, man, I got your back, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna tone it down. Good
luck. No, even if you don't tone it down, I got your back, dude. You know what I'm saying? I can understand, being, misread. You're not a rapey type of guy. I don't think you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start calling you a rapist always.
No. We won't do
Racist
that,
Pete and rapist always.
I only got one more day on that joint.
Anyway, listen. We got to go to a music break. A King is just trying to have us have a tight show.
I like how A King is producing and still enjoying shrimp and broccoli. Is that shrimp and broccoli?
No, is that some Mongolian barbecue right there? What are you eating right there, man?
A King is enjoying shrimp and broccoli and produce. That's why he's the super producer.
I'm eating that Moroccan.
You eating the Moroccan? All right. Anyway, listen, internets. You know what it is? It's the Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn.
Yep.
And the crew, www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio.
No sex with your radio, but
F your radio.
There you go.
F your radio. F your radio. F your radio. Thirsty. Stay thirsty. Stay thirsty.
Yeah. I just got a email from Red's manager. He's about 7 minutes away.
Okay.
I love when our guests stay committed and show up
yes.
to our show.
Yes.
I understand we're still a little internet radio show that could.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
With a little engine.
But we
so
earned it, though.
I know these cats don't have to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Certainly not.
We're not our big, terrestrial competitors.
Or even satellites up in the sky.
We're not our satellite competitors, but we're still that little internet radio show that could. Shout out to PNC for giving us this opportunity, man. It's been a year and a half, and look what we're doing, man. The crowd keeps getting bigger and bigger. The movement keeps getting bigger and bigger. I just hope, Dallas, that when we hit critical mass, man, that everybody in this room stays as humble and as earnest, as sincere as they are. Exactly. Exactly. No rape charges always. Don't get big and catch a rape charge, because that's when the hip hop police will be following us around. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me read about you in the New York Times, Pete, pissing off our Jewish or black or Latino audience. You know what I'm saying?
Who's gonna be the one to get caught with the empty handgun though?
Ben Hameen.
Yeah.
What? Why Ben Hameen with the empty handgun?
In Dubai.
Ben Hameen.
I tell you what, if you want to take bets on who's the first of us that's going to be arrested, that'll be me.
For what?
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me.
That'll be me.
Because he has a fucking warrant.
Yeah, because I'm just loose.
Can you you got free advice.
Holler at Kenny Montgomery.
From Kenny Montgomery when he was on our show.
Yes. I keep Kenny Montgomery's card in my wallet.
Why don't you call him and take care of that warrant, man?
Listen,
because I'm gonna be mad, B.
As a black man, it is my spiritual
stop that.
Right.
Stop that.
To hold a warrant.
Stop.
Your DP call him.
Real talk, okay?
Stop
I'm just trying to keep it black. Combat.
Okay. No, you're keeping it whack, dude. You're keeping it whack right now. Let's get clean. Stay focused.
DP.
Ben, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great. How
Happy
you doing?
belated birthday, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year, brother.
Shout out
Happy
to all the
New Year.
Pisces and all that.
Pisces.
Yep. Pisces. Crazy people.
You got some poetry for us this week?
Well, yes, I do, sir.
Excellent. You know, internets, and if this is the first time you're tuning in to our show, we do add a little culture and flavor. You know, we're not just hip-hop and rappity rap. And Ben Hameen, you know what I'm saying, the resident poet, always blesses us.
I got a shout out to one week from somebody on Twitter saying that they thought they were the only poet DJ out there, and that I was, in their lane now.
So there's another dude out there.
He's inspired.
Who is that?
DJs?
Who is that? DJ Faggio? No, Ben, I mean, is my man. Ben, I mean, I'm just fucking with him. Internet.
So that means that's the same lane I'm in.
No, sir.
As
No,
in DJ Faggio.
No, sir. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you. Internet's this Ben Hameen poetry moment is brought to you right now by New Era.
New Era.
New Era caps.
New Era.
Fitteds and snapbacks.
Hats for the New Era.
Yes, pro models and snapbacks.
The official cap of the NFL.
Yes.
There you go.
And MLB.
Yes.
MLB.
So Ben Hameen,
Yep.
without further ado, can you bless us with your poetry? Keep it more haiku than
Yeah. Actually, I got a nice little haiku today. A nice actual haiku.
Illmatic?
Yep, real quick. Let's see if you can keep up with this one, King. All right. Shouts to DJ Faggio.
Oh.
Yeah. I met an angel. She fell from heaven to me. She has a boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. You premium. You don't premium add that what the fuck face.
That's the best face after poetry is like the what the fuck face.
If I started smoking weed again, I would have loved that shit.
Let me ask you guys
I
a
smoke
question.
a lot of
man.
weed. I did not love that.
Let me ask you guys a question. Speaking of DJ Faggio, I was talking to Dallas this weekend, man, and I felt that as the momentum continues to grow, man, I definitely wanted to get a female presence in this booth. I'm saying because I definitely respect the female ear. My wife has me not saying bitch anymore on air.
Right.
I'm saying I'm becoming a lot more, you know what I'm saying, cultured and focused because of my woman in my life.
You are not allowed to say the word bitch on the air
I can't
for the
say
month of March. Certainly not for the month of
I
March.
definitely can't say bitch.
What word can't you say?
Bitch. I can't say bitch on
We
air.
got to get too short up here.
And March is the month of the woman, right?
March is Women's History Month.
You know, Women's History Month. We do have Dream Hampton confirmed for the month of March.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Fantastic. She's a woman.
Superwoman.
She's a woman.
Superwoman.
She not beef with me.
Woman.
But, you know, as we encompass, you know what I'm saying, all walks of life, I also had a conversation with Dallas about perhaps having somebody from the gay community join our team.
Comment. I got to be honest with you. This is what we didn't say on the phone.
You said join.
We are so packed in the booth right now. I feel like instead of bringing someone else in, somebody inside the booth really needs to come out of the closet. Okay. Now, I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to, put nothing on nobody. Okay. But whoever in the booth likes to get a finger in their tuchus. Okay. 2 fingers. You know what I mean? Come on. Add that to the show. Add that experience to the show.
So you wouldn't feel a kind of ways if we had a gay individual regularly on the show?
Of course not. I fuck with all of y'all. Pause inside this room.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you had to come out and say, listen, I know I'm married and I have 4 kids, but every now and then I get fisted. My respect for you would not wane.
That wouldn't happen, though.
I'm just saying if you had to do that.
Okay.
If you decide to do that. I wouldn't.
If I misdecided.
Yes. I'd still be like, that's still Combat Jack.
Okay. Now, Racist Pete.
Yeah.
Will we have to change the name to Homophobic Pete?
No, first of all, okay, let me explain to you.
Sweet Chuck.
I have 2 sisters. 2 sisters. Both of them are married to women.
Okay, excellent.
Carpet munchers.
So then your DNA tends towards gay.
No, what you listen?
Your 2 siblings, they're blood siblings, right?
Blood siblings. My 2 sisters
are gay.
Are married.
So you have that strain.
What?
Right.
You have that strain.
Right.
Strain.
Because there's an argument as to whether being gay
when people are born this
is
way
by nature or nurture.
Yes.
Well, you know what it is.
Well, did your sisters, when you were coming up premium, did your sisters ever fondle your tuchus?
So you have no problem.
I mean, I have no problem with it. I just don't believe people. I don't believe people are born that way. But I feel that whatever person chooses is their decision. So I respect my sisters.
We'll talk about your sisters on a different episode.
No, we won't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, do you feel the kind of way?
I mean, I would be fine with it. I don't know if we have a gay person in here. As far as I know, we don't.
Right.
But
Ben, I mean, you.
I mean, other than me having dreads and it's obligatory for me to be like burn Batima on fire and all that. No, I'm good with it. Yeah.
And A King, you wouldn't have a problem with that?
I mean, I'm here.
A King, would you put extra gresh in your hair? Would you make your hair more curly or less curly?
Would you doll up, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
would you wear even more colorful sweaters than now?
Than that turquoise sweater you got on right now?
Listen,
and that is a lovely turquoise sweater, young man.
I'm just thankful A King ain't got the coyote collar on that joint.
There you go.
Nah,
listen. I just wanted to get.
Wait, just to clarify, you said a part of the show?
A part of the show,
as a guest?
As a part of the show.
Okay. You mean like integrating,
like giving them splits? Like the gay member would get a split.
A split of our profits.
Who's giving the split?
Okay,
I mean, the gay.
Who's giving the gay guy a
dude
split?
would have to get a split up in this joint.
As long as we're all on the same page.
If we got a gay woman, though, then we would have a woman and a gay.
That's killing two birds with one stone.
Right.
Affirmative action in effect.
NY Delight, holler at us.
Oh.
No, because she might know somebody.
Okay.
She might know someone.
All right, let's stick to the stick.
That has the same phone number as
all right,
her.
let's reel it back. Let's reel it back right now. Let's stick to the script. Matt Raz, always, you do a great job of preparing the news. And now it's that time for the news with Matt Raz.
First up, we actually have some breaking news. A bloody corpse was found outside Rick Ross's Miami Garden home this past Wednesday. Gregory Paul Nesbitt, 39 years old, was found just inside the gate of the property after reported shots at 7 a.m. Ross does not live there. He rents it out to tenants. And the guy has a criminal history of armed robbery, disorderly conduct, and weed possession.
Nesbitt, Gregory Nesbitt.
Yeah, Greg Nesbitt.
Was he Jamaican? That sounds like a Jamaican sounding name.
That does sound Jamaican. Yeah, West Indian, yes.
Well, it's unfortunate that Nesbitt Gregory him a shot off today. Now, we joke, but, condolences to that man and his family. It's very
unless he was a fuck-up, Combat.
Like a fuck-up?
Like maybe he deserved to die.
Nobody deserves to die.
Oh, Dallas. Plenty of people deserve to die.
Really?
There are people out there fucking up. Let's get their carbon footprint off the planet. They are fuck-ups.
You're going green, right? Go green and get rid of the fuck-ups.
That's what I'm talking about. Gregory Nesbitt, maybe he deserved to die.
Oh.
So let's withhold any condolences, until we know the full story.
Anyway, that's very unfortunate, and at least I'm glad when I initially heard the news, I thought that in some way Rick Ross was involved. And I'm glad to hear that
we don't know his relationship to the tenants, though,
right.
or why the person was going on the property at 7 a.m. by the gate, either probably leaving or just hop the gate to go in there. Maybe they're trying to bring a demo.
There is no black person doing anything productive at 7 a.m.
with guns and shit.
Unless you're driving a bus or a train.
Maybe he was getting some nice copper from the property.
It was in Miami, right?
Yeah, Miami Garden.
Let me find out Rick Ross is a landlord.
Slumlord.
Anyway, man, once again, my condolences. If not our collective condolences,
certainly not mine.
Condolences to that man and his family. What else is going on, Matt Raz?
Next up, we have Jimmy Henchman facing the death penalty for his 2007 hit that he ordered on 50 Cent.
Allegedly ordered, man.
Allegedly. A 2007 hit on 50 Cent?
Not on 50 Cent. On his associate, Louis Mack.
This
Lowell Fletcher.
This is kind of related to that situation where G-Unit affiliates allegedly smacked up
Czar Entertainment.
Yeah, Jimmy Henchman's son. Mm-hmm. And then one of the alleged perpetrators ended up getting murdered sometime after. This is fucked up, man. Like I said before many times on the show and on the blogs and on Twitter, I know Jimmy. And I don't know what Jimmy is involved with, but all my involvements with him, he's been a stand-up dude. Mm-hmm. And I do know that, the feds want him bad for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. He's been involved in a lot of shit, but he's facing a death penalty, B?
Yeah, and I mean, he is locked up right now in Brooklyn Federal Prison for his alleged $10 million a year cocaine operation. So keep your head up there.
You get him out. Huh? That sound like Union or some shit. Bedford and Union?
No. The federal prison is on the BQE.
On the BQE?
Yeah, like in Bay Ridge. Not even in Bay Ridge, but by where the Home Depot. MDC. Exactly.
It's right near
Metropolitan Detention.
Why are we even talking about like possibly breaking? I'm not that part of that life.
Hey, King might.
I don't break nobody out.
I just figured because Premium, what? He not the ins and outs. He's Haitian.
I'm not Haitian.
No, I'm saying
combat is Haitian.
Jimmy Henchman, Jimmy Rosemont has contributed a lot to the music industry. And just hold your head up, dude. Like, whatever the situation is, man, hold your head up. Death penalty is some crazy shit for somebody.
He must know some shit for them to making them try to take the weight for all kind of other shit.
Death penalty, though, B.
Yeah, death penalty. Death penalty doesn't even exist in New York no more.
It doesn't exist in New York,
They just gonna give it to him.
So that's an exception.
So this is not a federal. Is it a federal case or is it a New York case? Do you know?
I would think it's a federal case because he's in federal prison now, but I'm not sure if this case as well is federal.
And correct me if I'm wrong. The death penalty exists in terms of like federal cases.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. Death penalty is only administered through to get a death penalty from the feds. You have to do some sedition shit. Who does fucking sedition?
Thing is, killing one guy. How is that really? I mean, and running a cocaine ring. But beyond that,
10 million.
I mean, that seems kind of a steep price to pay.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Blue magic.
I'll tell you this: regardless what the case is, it's very obvious that somebody wants that man down. And to put that much firepower behind him, Jimmy, hold your head up, B. You know what I'm saying? Everything comes out in the end, in the wash. Just hold your head up, man. What else is going on in the news, man?
We got 2 15-year-olds in Detroit who went on a carjacking spree with 4 carjackings. They committed an armed robbery with an AK outside a home.
What an AK?
They pulled up at a bus stop, and they accidentally shot a 6-year-old. Non-fatally, he's fine, so we can play gunshots.
But they're 15 years old.
2 15-year-olds, and of course they'll be tried as adults, though, because assault weapons,
What the fuck, B? What state was this?
This was in the
Michigan.
great state of Michigan.
Detroit.
Okay, it's Detroit.
Yeah.
So that's business. That's business as usual.
Yeah,
Chrysler.
But I mean, real talk. 15-year-olds are the perfect. They're the perfect people to just go wild and do buck wild shit. All right. I mean, all the energy that you had as a 15-year-old, with none of the understanding of consequences, with none of the care really of consequences. That's why 15, 16, 17-year-olds make such good fucking soldiers. In Africa, a 15-year-old is like a general of an army. He's cutting people's arms off. He's cutting babies out of women's stomachs. A 15-year-old in Africa?
15-year-olds make the best soldiers.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So who were they soldiering for? Was it just... I mean, where'd they get the weapons from, B?
For the American way.
One weapon. No weapons.
I mean, AK is like having multiple weapons.
Now, Letarian Milton was only 7 when he stole his grandma's car.
Okay.
He didn't have the chopper. So
okay.
But in Detroit,
imagine if Letarian Milton had the chopper.
In Detroit,
imagine if he had the ratchet. What Letarian Milton
that would be one of the hood rat things he would do with his friends.
Why not?
Smoke cigarettes.
Listen, I think I spoke on air earlier about Detroit. I got some friends in Detroit, and we spoke about how I forget the percentage, but I think it was like 60 or 70% of Detroit. A lot of them have STDs, like 15 and older or something like that. Like that is just crazy wild in Detroit, man. I got a couple of friends out there.
Detroit is wild, man.
The country, the federal government might have to build a cage around Michigan.
Yeah,
because not just Detroit, but
escape from Michigan.
East Lansing, Saginaw, like the whole Michigan.
Yes. So John Carpenter had it wrong. It wasn't Escape from New York.
Oh no, sir! It's certainly Escape from Detroit.
It's
certainly Escape from Detroit.
Escape from Detroit. That would be hot. Build a fucking wall around.
Put a whole fence around, electrified.
That
fence.
shit would be so hot. You know what I'm saying? Watching that shit.
And not only that, but I mean the people that it would put to work as a federal work.
It'd be good for the economy.
Absolutely. Think about that, federal government. Think about that. Yeah.
Mr. Noble just walked into the booth. What's up, sir? What's going on, man?
How you doing, sir?
I'm very good, man. Any more news items, Matt?
Our last one this week, we got a 24-year-old fan accusing Chris Brown of a drive-by cell phone theft.
How do you drive by cell phone theft?
She allegedly snapped a picture of him and Tyga walking out of Club Cameo in Miami.
Tyga.
Right.
Tyga from
YMCMB.
Okay.
Who has a sold out show at Best Buy tonight also. With a little twist.
So
in case you cared.
Yeah, I don't think anyone cares about that one.
Moving on.
We got Chris Brown driving by. He sees her with the phone. He said, quote, "Bitch, you ain't gonna put me on a website." Took her phone.
No World Star.
Rolled up the window. It was Ghost. That was it.
Was it an iPhone?
It was an iPhone.
It was an iPhone.
Probably a 4S, honestly.
It was an iPhone. Chris Brown has not learned his lesson.
Can I tell you something? iPhone theft is considered grand larceny.
Grand larceny.
Yes, it is.
So he can probably get arrested if this is in fact.
He could go down.
I mean, and he's still on probation as well. So,
but he's now dating Rihanna again, allegedly, or at least making music. With her.
Beautiful music.
Beautiful music.
In that Barbados void.
Was it called Birthday Cake?
In that Barbados void called Rihanna's vagina.
Easy. Anyway, Chris Brown, man.
Reel it in,
man. You got half the public out here supporting you. You got half the public wanting to see a downfall. Reel it in. What are we doing right now? Are we going to the interview or are we going to a music break?
Let's take a quick music break. Redman is in the building.
Redman is in the building.
Redman is in the building.
Internets, you are tuned into
Funk
Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn with the one and only Redman in the building. www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio.
F your radio.
F your radio.
Yeah, I'm Eric Sermon's cool friend.
They ain't say 18 fucking name.
They didn't say he's a producer, man.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, nigga.
Yo, what's up, Red?
I don't know, nigga. How you doing? Am I too loud on the mic?
Soundman, turn my mic up, please.
Am I too loud on the mic? Nah, let's stop. What's good?
Yo, man, it's a pleasure to have you, man.
Pleasure to be here, brother.
On the Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Sorry I'm late, man. I like keeping it professional. Sorry I'm late. You ain't hear about the bus that turned over in the fell over in the
where?
And it exploded into flames.
Right, bust into flames. You ain't see it? It just went off on the internet.
No. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I was there.
You were there?
Yeah, I was there. That's
right
why I'm late.
behind the
Right
bus.
behind the bus. That's why I was late.
Off the bus, too.
Yeah, I was helping them. My man.
You're a hero, right?
My man.
Yo, Red, man, you looking really fit, man. What you doing, man, with yourself?
I'm
doing Pilates and yoga? What you doing?
I'm doing pull-ups with 25 weight around my waist because I like to, stay fit for the stage. That's the only reason I'm working out. And I'm getting older.
Yes.
I'm getting older, man.
How the kids, man?
Kids are beautiful. I sent the text out yesterday, or the other day on Twitter. My kids made me a self-made card, just out the blue, just like, "Hey, Daddy, here." And
it wasn't a birthday.
No, it wasn't nothing. Just gave it to me. Daddy, we love you. We think you're the best dad in the world. And I put that on the Twitter, and it was great, man. I shedded a tear right in front of them. Absolutely, right in front of them. Because I work hard, I'm in these streets, and it's feel good for somebody to really acknowledge my work and ethics. Feels good.
How old are the kids?
I got 5 kids. 7, 8, 14, 16, and 22.
Oh, 22. So you definitely
got 5 kids?
Yes.
You got more than me.
I've been raising kids before I had kids.
You got more than me. I got 4 kids.
Yes, I love babies.
Give this man a round of applause.
I love babies.
I rarely run into somebody that has more kids than me, dude.
I love babies.
Okay.
Yes.
Now how's life been for you, man?
It been look, I'm here, healthy, walking, breathing, and that's enough for me. My bills are paid.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Black man.
My bills are paid.
With his bills paid?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now I got
my credit ain't all that though.
Not breaking into houses at 7 a.m.
My credit up, man.
How's your credit not right, dude?
Yo, my credit is.
You're always working.
They check me going to buy DVDs, and they won't even let me get a free DVD
because of the. Yo, you gotta get with your accountant.
I can't even buy a DVD without them going all on my credit report.
You must have James Columbia House back when they was sending you that 5 CDs for a penny. Remember that 5 CDs for a penny shit?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you got them. They know you got them back then. They remember that.
Shit.
Yo, Red, man.
You got them for that Color Me Bad shit.
Can't even rent a DVD without them credit checking me, man.
Yo, last week. This past weekend, man, the Best Buy Theater.
Yes.
The Hit Squad reunion.
Absolutely.
That was amazing, B.
Amazing.
It was amazing. It was
beautiful.
You, EPMD.
It was
K Solo.
It was history.
Keith Murray. DOS Effects,
History.
Scratch, the twins, B. Like, how did that shit feel,
big up
B?
to the twins, crazy ass. I love them dudes, man. You know, knuckleheads. And my nephew, and another thing, my nephew Reddy Rock came out before us and opened up, and he did such a great job of opening the show, man. Yo, he did his thing, man. Big up to. Can I get them claps on that one? Sir? You lazy?
There you go.
Yeah, let me get that button and shit, man.
But how did that feel, man? How did that reunion feel, man?
Yeah, due to the fact we ain't rocking like 20 years.
20 years, B.
Yeah, 21 years. Yeah.
Y'all was sharp as fuck, though.
Yeah, and you know what? We only had 2 days of rehearsal. You know, we came. I told niggas we needed 2 weeks of rehearsal, but you know, people had to fly in from out of town or whatever. So we had like 2 days of rehearsal, like that same week. And if we ain't call that rehearsal, man, shit, we would have been shit out of luck that night. But we got 2 in, and imagine if we had 2 weeks, man. It would. But you know what? We gonna work. Where DJ Scratch is now working on a new Hit Squad beat. He did it already. I just laid my vocals last night. I did the hook. I set the trend for the Hit Squad. All they got to do is rock on it. So I'm saying it on the air. Redman did his part, already G'd up to go on the track. Man, Scratch is already in ballpark.
That's correct. Now tell us about this project, man. What is the project?
The Hit Squad project?
Yeah, tell us about the
project. It's boiling to something. It's like we did a show. We had buyers or promoters there that wanted to buy the show. They liked it, so we might pick up 5 more shows.
Wow.
Hopefully we do a nice tour. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Shit, it'd be great to go on the tour with the Wu-Tang, come right out before Wu and just shut the building down.
Yeah.
You know, I would love that.
There's gonna be a death at that show.
Yeah.
Wherever that show's, I gotta go there.
A Death Wu show. That's
someone's gonna die at that show.
That's what I'm waiting to see.
Someone had an epileptic fit.
Yes.
At the show on Friday.
Did they?
Real talk. Son passed out. I got everybody off of him. You know, they got him back up. They resuscitated dude, whatever he had passed out. But it was so epic that a dude passed out. A brother too. Passed
with
out.
Epilepsy.
Something. He just passed out like with his eyes rolled back. His tongue was out.
The foam coming out.
And one dude was like, "Yo, why you don't give us mouth to mouth?" I said, "Nigga, what?" Nigga, you know what I mean? He gonna have to get himself back up. But they got him back up.
They revived him.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, Red, man, you know what I usually like doing with our guests, man, is going back to the beginning, man.
Yes.
And you know, last week when you were shooting that thing for MTV, they were talking about how before you became known as a rapper, you were like this. You are this prolific DJ.
Absolutely.
And Eric said that you were known at the time for having the most crazy house music collection.
Yes.
Tell us about your days as a DJ, man. Because
fingers. You got
a lot of people don't know about Redman as the DJ.
All right, well, just to cut it down, basically at 12 years old, I stayed in the hood. New Jersey's a hood. Big up to Brick City. My next door neighbors, they was a full house. They had the little 2 big turntable sets, you know, with the radio on it and everything. So they was mixing with that, and ever since then, you know, I wanted to get in the game with DJing. At 15 or 16, I begged the hell out my mother to get me turntables until she got them, and I told her, and she'll vouch for me to this day. I said, "You buy me these turntables, Ma, I swear to God, I will never ask you to buy me anything else ever again." And she brought me them turntables. I put the speaker in the window. I DJ, blah, blah, blah. I started doing parties. I was DJing, me and Do It All Do from Lords of the Underground.
Right.
We've been friends for the longest. I used to DJ at his high school when I was in high school. And then after that, I started DJing for Do It All Do. We was doing shows, and then I was DJing at Club 88 up in East Orange, doing club music. I learned all my skills from DJ Mark Thompson from Sensations and DJ Scratch. And after that, man, I got on with EPMD.
Now, what was your DJ name?
The DJ name was Cut Killer.
Cut Killer?
Yeah.
DJ Cut Killer. Is it 2 Ks or 2 Cs?
I didn't even know how to spell that shit. I wasn't there. I just said Cut Killer. And, you know, I went to Long Island, man, and I saw DJ Scratch, man. I was catching a train from Long Island to Brooklyn, like, you know, every other day to go to Albany Projects right over here and go learn from DJ Scratch. because I think he's my number one of all times. DJ Jazzy Jeff, everybody's up in my rank, but DJ Scratch, take it off.
And the show that Scratch gave on Friday was phenomenal.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
So how did you make that transition from a DJ to rocking the mic?
Well, with DJing with I always wanted to rock, but I was DJing with Do It All Do. Then we got down with my boy Diesel Don. Now,
Don.
Yeah, he had the first Wu-Tang ever. We was a crew. We was called the Revolutionary Posse of Terrorists, RPT.
The Revolutionary Posse of Terrorists.
Yes. RPT.
That's a very impressive name.
Yo, and we was doing shows. And
y'all were getting paid?
Yeah, we was getting a little bit of money. It was a little change, and we was getting noticed. I just started rocking, man. I just had a rhyme, and I was just rocking. I just wanted to rock. I only had a couple of rhymes, man. I just loved the whole art of the hip hop game.
Now, did you know you were that good?
No, I didn't know I was that good.
Were cats telling you were that good?
Yeah, they was. Because you know what? While everybody was still slightly on that Big Daddy kind of Kane flow when it was weaving when it was weaving out of the 80s, like when it was weaving right out the 80s into the fresh 90s, I was spitting punchlines. I was like one of the only dudes spitting punchlines around my way like that, really, like that, besides Tane One. Now, Tane One is my cousin. He's from Artifacts. That nigga, I learned a lot from him, too.
We saw them perform last week. We saw the Artifacts perform last week.
Him and L.
At South Park.
I gotta send y'all a tape that we did a long time ago to an Edo GB. You can hear like Tane was definitely better than me and Diesel Don on it because he was so fresh. I was just learning,
right?
And he was just so fresh with it. I learned a lot from Tane One too, man. From now, how you hear him on Artifacts now is not how he used to rock. Really,
he reined it in a little bit or something.
No, he went Artifact style.
Right.
On back then he was, oh my God, he was a beast. And and we was like the only guys that was kind of ripping until it progressed until the Outsiders and my boy Runt Dog. He's the nicest one in what would I say, in punchlines right now. He's the nicest one right now out of Brick City. I got to give it up to my boy, and he's down with Gilla House. So
excellent. Now, where did the Redman persona originate from?
What do you mean? Like my name?
Like your name is Reggie, and then you were Cut Killer. Now, where did Redman originate from? Where did that name originate from?
Redman originated from Red. I used to, my peers used to call me Red when I was younger from a snowball hitting the face, and I was red in the face.
And you're light skinned.
Yeah, and I had red hair. I grew out of that. And then I just put the man on the end. I used to spell it Redmann when I first got down with EPMD. And then I even had a ring that said it, but then I just cut one of the ends off when I got signed.
Just make it a little easier for people to pronounce.
Yeah. But the whole persona, man, just came from just learning, and like I told a story at MTV. What really got me into really saying I can do this shit was EPMD record,
right.
The first album, Strictly Business. And when I heard that shit in my house, and my sister can vouch for me to this day, I pulled back the curtain because her curtain was, on this. I pulled back the curtain in her room. I said, I'm gonna do this shit. I said, you either let me DJ for you or something, but I'm getting in the game. I told her straight after that, after I heard EPMD, because they had a flow and a style that I can relate to right off the bat. You know, I love Rakim, I love Big Daddy Kane, I love all my MCs, and but EPMD really put me in that mode, saying, yeah, I can do this.
Now, I remember you saying at the MTV thing last week that
absolutely
you were looking for a way to express yourself.
Yes.
Through rap.
Yes.
And you hadn't found your style yet. And as you were searching, you heard EPMD, and you was like, that's the fucking direction I want to take.
Yes.
That's crazy, man.
Yes.
So,
Because I was just spitting punchlines, and another person I got to give it up to is Biz Markie too, because he used to when I needed money, he used to take me around battling niggas, and I used to get mad money battling motherfuckers, man. We just ain't had no video recorder back then, but he used to take me around to get money battling motherfuckers, and that's how I really got my start too, up on in Queens at that park, at Monticello Park.
Okay.
He took me up there, and everybody got that tape from around New York. And, you know, they heard me spitting the punchlines back then. He was like, wow, who is this kid? So I got to give it up to Biz Markie. I got to give it up to Queens. I got to give it to Monticello Park. Word is bomb.
So how did you eventually meet EPMD, man?
Met him at Sensations. Sensations, that shit that the club in Newark where I used to jump off. Oh man, big up to everybody who loves Sensations, yo. Yo, what happened was, it's a funny ass story, B. Like, I was in my pop's crib, and Do It All Do came to get me with my boy Fudge. His name, we call him Fudge. And MC Light was supposed to be at the club. They like, yo, let's go see MC Light. And all right, cool. I ain't even want to go, but I just went anyway. Right. I told him I ain't even feel like going, but I just went.
Why didn't you want to go?
I ain't know. I was in the house. I just came in from selling weed and shit. Right. I was tired. I wanted to smoke something, relax. And yo, so we went down there. And MC Light canceled, and EPMD showed up.
That's crazy.
And we finagled our way in the back. You know, I was still DJing for Do It All Do. I only had a couple of rhymes. It was a couple of dudes in the back, and niggas just started rocking, blah blah blah, and da da da. And Do It All Do rocked, and my boy rocked. Just to let people know, my boy Do It All Do was there when I first got down too. So, you know, he rocked, you know, for EPMD, and my boy Fudge rocked, and another dude rocked. I ain't want to rock.
Right.
My boy said, yo, he rock. My DJ rock too. He rocks. He a DJ. He rocks too. I was like, nah. He said, nah, he rocks, man. Go ahead. Then they started, Ian and was like, yo, I remember E. He was like, go ahead, man. Let me hear something. He slided in my face. He was like, let me hear something, man. Come on. I was like, nah, man, I don't get. He's like, hear something. So I started rocking.
So you was arguing with E about rapping?
Yeah. I was like, nah. Cause I was kind of shy. I wasn't a real. Right. He was like, yo, and I started spitting.
You got in the zone.
5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, I was on stage.
On stage opening up for them?
No, I wasn't. I was on stage with them.
With them? Doing what? Rapping?
They brought me out to spit my rhyme. And these fools out in the audience, because it's a hood club, these niggas in the club looking at me like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck is he doing up there? They thinking it's a joke.
Right.
They thinking it's a joke and shit. I'm like, nah, man, it ain't no fucking joke, man. I'm up here. And then after that, I don't think I ever told this part of the story in my life. I don't think I ever did. Should I tell this story?
Yes, you should definitely tell it.
I don't think I ever said the illest part of the whole thing in my life in an interview.
Combat Jack Show exclusive.
You should say the illest part.
You should say the illest part.
The illest part is, I ain't blasting nobody, my dogs, whatever. Illest part is, like, after the show, I goes to the back. We all goes to the back. Now, I'm a humble nigga. I'm an honest nigga.
Right.
I'm a real motherfucker. Anybody know me? I'm a real dude, straight up. Now, before they leaving, E giving me the number. Right?
To the phone, not to the beeper.
No,
to the phone.
No. He giving me the number. He wrote it down.
Right.
As he was passing me the number, one of my homies intercepted right there. Bang!
Caught the number.
With
the fingertips.
With the quickness.
The thirst.
Yo, within that time that he took the number, I memorized 7 digits.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because I knew where it was going.
Where was it?
I ain't finished. This is the first time I'm telling this shit, yo.
All right.
So he took the number. It was right there in the air, in his fingertips. It was going down in his pocket. I was still looking. Bang, in his pockets. I said, yeah, you got the number? Yeah, I got it in this shit. All right, cool. Yo, we gonna call you, my dude. You know, I wasn't sweating it because I was, you know, I was still doing my thing. We had more shows to do. So, all right, you know, I ain't gonna pressure nobody. Wait a week, you know what I mean? Week and a half, 2. Yo, what's good? Let's give him a call and shit. See what he's talking about. You know, let's see if we get more niggas on. Yo, all right, yeah, let's wait like a little week. All right, cool.
Let's wait?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Some cool shit?
Yo, call back again like a week later. Yo, what's good? Can we make that call, man? Come on. We got the money. Yo.
It's EPMD, B.
Yeah, I'm calling. I don't even think I got an answer and shit. Then I finally get him after a month or 2. Like 2 months. I just... Cause I'm a humble nigga. As soon as I got somewhere that I could write it down, I just wrote down the 7 digits and shit. I find out the area code later, cause I knew they lived in Long Island.
Right.
So I waited. I ain't even press it. I had the number. I ain't press it or nothing. After 2 months, I hit, yo, what's good, yo? Let's just call, yo, or give me the number to call, yo. I said, yo, just give me the number. I'll call.
Right.
Yo, I lost the number,
Get the fuck out of here, B.
Yo, get it. I said, what? He said, yeah, I fucking lost the number, yo. I ain't even going blah, 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 blah.
516.
Can you give me the area codes to Long Island, please? Try this one, try that one.
631.
It was just Ricky. Yeah, y'all tried a couple of them. Bang, bang, ring, ain't get nothing. Ring, 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 ain't get nothing. Another week went by. Ring, 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 ain't get nothing. Got his mom's or somebody or his sister. Yo, what's good? Is E there? Yeah, he ain't here right now. When he said that, I was like, yes!
Got through.
I was like, yo, tell him Redman called, all right? Hung up. Another week went by. They was on the road. Another week went by. Yo, E there? No, it was so much till they got used to me calling like, hey sis, how you doing?
Hey,
and shit. I was like, yo,
what you
he ain't
doing
there?
right now?
Yeah, you ain't do. All right, cool. Finally, I got this motherfucker. And at the time, I was, my mom's had kicked me out for drugs and shit. Then my pops had just, kicked me out for drugs. I deserved it. Right. I got his fat ass on the phone. And when I got his ass, I was like, yo. He was like, yo, I was waiting for you to call me. What happened to you in 2 months? I was like, yo, man, you wouldn't believe the fucking story. But, yo, I'll tell you another time, man. I said, yo, what's good, man? He said, yo, nah, you know what? Hit me back and shit. And I hit him back and I said, yo, right now I ain't got nowhere to stay and shit. I'm going to try to have the fun. He said, yo, just come to Long Island and shit. I came out there, met him in the McDonald's. We sat at McDonald's and talked. He saw I was cool or whatever. I liked the area. It was nice and white and fresh. White people be having grass. Like, yes, grass. Damn, a nice way I could see the sky and shit. I started seeing positivity. I was like, yes.
The little dogs and shit.
Yeah, I seen little people, white people. I was like, yes. I ain't got nowhere to go and blah, blah, blah. I got back to my pop's house. He was like, yo, I said, I'm out of here, man. I ain't got nowhere to go, man. He said, yo, just pack your shit and come to Long Island. Yo, I literally took 4 trips, taking my shit on the bus to the train in Penn Station, Jersey, to the Penn Station, New York, and putting it on the train to go to Long Island. I made 4 trips to get all my shit out there. Crates of records, everything. And I had my boy Black from Prince Street Projects, big up to him. He was helping me tote some of my shit out there too. And I finally got my shit out there, and we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. Fat ass had the room. His manager Bernard Alexander. Yeah, he stayed on one couch and I stayed on the other couch, and we stayed on that bitch for like 3 years till we got up in the crib and shit. Yeah, man.
That's crazy, B.
Yeah, man.
Now, whatever happened to your man that snatched the number?
Yo, man, I never talked about it again. I ain't seen him in like 8 years, and then I bumped into him a couple of times, and I just never brought it up to him because I guess he kind of knew.
He
like,
knew
yo,
that
nigga.
was some karmic shit.
No, I mean, whatever it was on, he knew I broke through.
Right. His block.
Whatever it was.
What would have been justice is if you had hired him and had him as your mascot in the mascot outfit. And the red. Can
I say another part too? I don't think I ever said in the interview too. is that when I got on, I'm not selfish. I try to put all my dudes on that was rapping at the time in our camp, and EPMD heard all of my Revolution Posse of Terrorists. They thought they was just all right, keeping in 100, and Do It All Do rock for him too when I was there. Do It All Do spit right there for him, but that's my homie, and he got on later with Lords of the Underground. I always had his back anyway, and he got on later with Lords of the Underground. That was a blessing. I was happy that he got on with something in his own way and shit, A real story is my cousin Tame, him and L.
And you guys are first cousins?
Well, we like 8 cousins, eighth cousins. But you know what it is we fam.
Right.
Before Artifacts, Tame and L were called That's Them. And I love that name. They was called That's Them, and they was tearing shit down. Yeah, That's Them. Then they changed their names to Artifacts when they got on. I let EPMD hear the tape that we rocked over the Edo G beat I was telling you about earlier, and EPMD lost their mind, and PMD wanted to pick Tame up. While he was picking me up, he wanted to pick Tame up, so he would have had Das Effects, K Solo, and Tame, or E would have picked Tame up. Regardless, I let him hear it, and I got my nigga on, and I came back to Tame. I said, "Yo, Tame, they want to fucking fuck with you, nigga. Come on, let's go to Long Island and see the white people." It was glory. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I'm about to put my nigga on or whatever. Da da da.
He's a Harriet Tubman rap.
Yeah, he thought about it. And da da da. He said, "What about L?" Because I let him hear their songs or whatever. He said, He said they wasn't really feeling L at the time, keeping it 100 and shit. They just want you right now, and maybe you could put L on, whatever. I was just happy to get the door open.
Get in, nigga, get in.
Yo, that nigga Tame turned it down for his man L.
Give him a
real
applause,
he turned down a deal where he could have. He don't know where he could have been. It could have been a bigger move. It could have been a lesser move. But regardless, he did not come with me out there to Long Island.
And that's major, B.
To stay in the hood. They ain't even have a deal yet. They were still called That's Them. They ain't even have an Artifacts deal yet. Nothing. He chose to stay with his man until they got a deal, and they fucked around and got a deal. So big up to the fucking Artifacts.
That's
man.
crazy. That's crazy. Listen, Red, we about to take a break and come back and finish up this interview. Internets, you're tuned into the Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn with the Redman in the station right now. www.pncradio.fm.
F your radio. F your radio. F your radio.
Smash. Ash, we got to get that button ready. We got to perfect our drop button.
Internets.
We have to perfect
Are we on the air?
We're on the air. Listen, Internets, thanks for joining us. This is the Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn. We got Redman in the house. Yes, I'm so mad right now that everybody went out on deck and was burning down with Red, and I couldn't burn. I'm jealous right now, B. But I couldn't burn with Red.
Well,
maybe after
hang out, Combat Jack.
That's
hang
what
out.
it is, man.
Power through it, right?
We ain't going nowhere.
Y'all gotta, y'all deck is stupid. It's
crazy,
PNC.
right?
Crazy.
PNC.
I know. In the summertime, it be ringing.
We have events out here. It's crazy, man.
Say what?
Yo, Red, man.
Yes.
Who's some of your early influences coming up, man?
NWA. Of course, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Biz Markie, EPMD, of course. Yeah, I like that question right there. I'm high. Work with me.
Power through it, my dude. Power through it.
Well, I mean, we got Biz Markie.
Yeah, Biz Markie.
What about Tretch?
Of course, Tretch and them. Of course, Tretch was a big influence because he used to take me on the road with him too before I came out too. I used to roll around with Tretch when he was first brand new with the Naughty by Nature first album. Oh, he was ridiculous.
He was mean.
Yeah, he was ridiculous with it.
You notice how Eminem had to really come to Jersey to really get his style together. The aspiration, like Jersey is official internets, and when you talk about New York rap, because Jersey has the style, has the swag, and they have the aspiration. Like Jersey will travel to get it.
It's that positive thirst.
Long Island will travel to get
positive thirst.
Yes, the positive energy.
Right.
The positive energy of stars.
That's right. Eminem was right in Jersey and right in the bricks too, right with the outsiders. Big up to Young Z, the whole outsiders crew. Grand Poobah.
What's it about Jersey? What is it about
Grand
Jersey?
Poobah.
Grand Poobah. Learned a lot from him. Lord Finesse.
What you learn from Grand Poobah?
I learned I learned how to finagle my punchlines a little bit. Because he was he was terror.
He's probably one of the most underrated MCs of all time.
He was my favorite.
Everybody knew. Everybody in the hood. Everybody who was a real MC knew Grand Poobah was that dude too. Like Tretch always said it. I knew it. EPMD knew it. We all knew it. We was like, yo, Grand Poobah, woo wee. And I learned a lot from him too.
Now, I was reading somewhere that recently you talked about how Michael Jackson.
But I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that's all right.
But my mentors, I was going it down to the last two. My mentors are KRS-One and Slick Rick.
Wow.
Yes. That's
good. Those good mentors to have.
And I still think nobody messed with those dudes. Nobody messed with KRS-One in the show or on the mic. Slick Rick was stupid with it. Even a lot of people ain't get to his second album when he was ripping on there. A couple of songs it was alright, but some of them joints he was letting loose on there. Slick Rick definitely my dude.
Michael Jackson. I was reading somewhere where you talking about how Michael Jackson really greatly influenced you in a positive way.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the whole Jackson 5 at the time. My pops collected albums like the Commodores, Earth, Wind and Fire, all that was a great influence, man. And Enjoy Yourself, that first album, I don't think it was their first album, but the one with Enjoy Yourself on it.
The Jacksons.
Yeah.
If that's when they moved away from the Jackson 5, became the Jacksons.
Yeah, when I heard that album, I was like, first of all, the Barry Gordy strings, the whole Barry Gordy build, music, far as the strings and how he, overlooks the music, man. Hearing Enjoy Yourself it's music, is another world of music out there I gotta get to. At that age, I was like maybe like 10 or 11. At that age, I was like,
Did you play instruments?
Spaceship.
Yeah, I played drums. Okay. I went to a drum school, played drums a little bit. I used to play for my mother church every Sunday.
In the choir?
Yeah, in the choir. I used to be up in there.
Now, what'd your pops do, man?
My pops was an engineer.
So, your early aspirations was always music?
Just always music.
Wow.
I ain't had no thing for, sports and nothing like that. It's just music.
Now, you end up being part of like the hit squad now with EPMD.
Yes.
Your dream has come true. The group that's really like inspired you to really do this thing professionally is really happening. What's going on through your mind, B? Like, are you, when you're young, you're not really thinking about what's really going on, but what's really going on, Red?
Like, just being in that whole realm of
exactly. Are you like, is this shit really happening?
Yeah, exactly. Even when I got on stage that night, I thought it was a joke, but I was like, yo, is this really happening? And then when I called and went out there,
it was all a dream. I
started going on the road and really staying. Well, it really kind of hit me after that next week of just living in the apartment. Just like, yo, I'm really living in Long Island. So, now I got to start seeing how I'm going to get money now. Right. You know what I mean? So
because you're a grown man.
Yeah,
you don't want to rely
That's
on
right.
nobody.
And I'm already living with E, and he'll tell you. EPMD and all will tell you. First of all, I never said this either. When I came out to EPM, lived out in Long Island, them dudes was still smoking joints or something, whatever. I brought the Philly blunt out there and showed P what we smoking in the hood out there.
You showed them how to roll a blunt?
Out there. They'll tell you, P will tell you, I came out there with the Philly, this is what we smoking, and ever since then, they've been smoking blunts or in that camp or whatever. I don't know what they, maybe marrying them. I ain't know marrying them. Maybe they was rolling in blunts then, whatever. But as far as EPMD camp and the whole camp, I came out with the blunts. They tell you I already had jewels on. I always kept a fresh cut. I always kept sneakers on. They used to wonder, yo, damn man, you a rap. I got pictures of my jewels. I used to have heavy jewels back in the day. Yo, they used to be like, yo, what you do, yo, whatever, because I had to let them know, Bricks, we in here,
exactly.
So I then after a while, I was out there, but that money started getting low.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I had to get back on the train, back and forth, do my thing, come back out to Long Island, blah, blah, blah. But I kept it going until, whatever.
Until it pops.
Yeah, until it pops.
So at what point did it really pop for you, B? Because now you're on the second album, right? but it's still not really popping.
It was on my second album.
No, it was you on EPMD.
Third album.
It was their third album. You make your debut on their third album. You're on the road with them, but it's really not popping. How did it start popping for you? Like, when did that whole thing change where you really saw some real money?
All right. Well, it was when I first started seeing some real money is when E gave me my check. You know, that first check said it all. You know, I was waiting on it. And E finally, you know, gave me my check. And I took that, and it was like maybe
let you know how real it was.
Maybe it was like maybe 30 grand or something like that.
What?
Whatever.
30 grand.
Yeah, it was like maybe 30 grand.
Which was like $1 million at the time in a sense.
You listen, I jumped right on the train.
Trillion.
Took it to my pop's house. Waited for his ass to get home. I popped that check out my pocket. I said, now see, you was crushing my music down in the basement, you know, because I was cursing too much on the tapes, and he was take hammers and crush my tapes.
You was crushing my tapes?
No, he was crushing my tapes,
right.
You know, because he heard what I was doing down in the basement and shit, so he was crushing my shit. He wanted me to go to school.
Right.
I came up, popped that check. I said, now this is what some people make in a year right now. I showed him. He was like, yeah, I'm proud of you. I said, all right then. I left it at that. And I just went on.
Right.
I just went on.
Now, how's your relationship with your pops, man?
It's good, man. I love my pops, man. Good. You know, he's like he like me, man. He don't want to be bothered or whatever. You know, he reach out when he feel like. You know, I call and check on him. My sisters call and check on him.
So I remember, man, when Def Jam started talking about their new rapper, Redman, and there was such a promotional rollout, and cats that was in, like cats like me who was waiting to see what it was about we didn't know what to expect. Get to Def Jam, how was that whole movement, P? Like, you get to Def Jam, but you're at Def Jam now, which is like the hottest fucking label on the planet.
Okay,
spaceship.
You get there, and now you're representing the next generation. Because they already had one generation. You're really ushering in the next generation.
Absolutely.
How was that movement, B? Like getting into like the Leors and the Russells and all of that.
Like when did, hold on for a second, when did Leor start talking to you? Like you know how when you be with E and P and he be talking to E or P? When did he talk to you?
When he started putting his attention on you.
Listen, you know what? To give shout out to my boy Diesel Don, you know, for having the first woo in the Revolutionary Terror Posse of Terrorists. Me and D Don was close, you know. That's like my big uncle to this day. Me and him got a couple of songs together. I went right to the building Def Jam was on Bleecker Street.
Right.
Went up there before I met EPMD. Went up to see Kenny Lee, I think. I forgot who it was Kenny. Exactly, but I think it was maybe Kenny Lee. At the time, Third Base was hot. Took my demo tape up there. He came down and listened. You know, my boy Diesel Don set up the arrangement. We listened to it in the car. He said, it's tight, you know, but we looking for more like a third base or something. They gave me that.
They gave you the third
industry.
Base.
They gave me the industry
we
talk.
Need the gas
yeah,
face,
cool,
right?
cool. All right, cool. 6 months later, after the whole EPMD thing in this club, I met EPMD and lived with him, started living with him, and went on the road like maybe like a year later. Went back to the same building. Same kind of music, just different faces. You the dude that came up here not too long ago, like a year ago, right downstairs. Well, yeah, I'm the same dude, and I'm up here with a different dudes now.
Right.
So now, you know, the door opened.
The Vapors.
And he got the tape, and they found out this is what they was rolling with. They got more music. They was listening to it. Russell dug me off the back. Russell is my dude to this day. I love him. I ride for Russell. He used to have me up in the crib. Used to let me come to the crib anytime when he had his first jump off that had the roof.
Shares a whole apartment.
Yeah. When he had that, I used to be up there all the time, man. And, you know, big up to Russell. They took to me real well in there, knowing that I wasn't just going to be an artist. I was going to be an asset. I was going to be somebody that's going to survive it.
You're going to be a pillar of that building.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just how they rolled out the carpet for me, too, man. And with that first album I cooked up, man, and how it was sounding, they never had nothing up there like that in their life.
Ever.
And they was just ready to go, man. And they gave me a gold record off that.
Yeah.
You know?
Which is crazy, man.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
500,000 was nothing back in the day.
Nah,
man.
not at all. Like, you only got gold, B?
Yeah, exactly.
You only got gold, you know what I'm saying?
Do you remember
I remember that. Nigga, like,
you only got gold?
You only went platinum?
Hold on for a second, but that was when gold was gold, though.
Gold,
That's when
exactly.
gold was gold, but
gold was gold. I mean,
going triple platinum.
Nah, but I mean, gold was still gold.
Look, DOS
Gold was
Effects
still
was
gold.
platinum in
'Cause during the
91.
summer,
That's unheard of.
Yeah.
Platinum in
Black Sheep.
91.
I mean, Black Sheep was
platinum.
platinum.
Them was big
Slick
numbers.
Rick was platinum.
EPMD.
Which one? No, EPMD was all gold. They used to always talk about that.
They went 4 gold.
They never went platinum?
It was 2 millions.
Yeah.
Never went
2 million. So
platinum in the hood.
So
that's right.
Last week we had EPMD on the show.
Yeah.
And Eric shared a story with us, man, that I've really never really heard a rapper really share it where he had got. You know what I'm saying? He talked about when he slipped one time and somebody got him for his jewels. You ever got Redman?
For my jewels? Yeah, somebody, I remember when I had a little chain on at 16 and shit. We was walking in the store and shit. Somebody pushed me in the store from behind. I didn't even know who it was, the gang it was. It was just a bunch of motherfuckers going to the store and somebody popped my little chain and shit.
But they never got you for your big shit.
No,
They never got you for your
big-
rapper shit.
No, not for my rapper shit. What my dumb ass did is lost some of my shit
lost
like
some
an
shit.
asshole. Like I had the
Not by some chicks,
I had
though.
the diamond chain with the diamond dog collar in Amsterdam, and I was so high at that bitch I came home.
You
without
gave
it.
that up instead of giving up a kidney.
Yeah, I came home without it. I left.
You gave up a kidney and jewelry.
I had like bracelets and shit in my pouch bag and shit, and leaving my pouch bag open, then finding out my pouch bag was open, some of my shit fell out, losing it on the plane. And, yeah, I lost a lot of shit.
You had too much, huh?
Yeah, no, it wasn't even too much, man. I had comfortable shit, to make me, oh shit, he's still doing it. No, that kind of shit.
Now, I was building earlier today with Danny Danko, who's one of the top editors over at High Times Magazine.
Yeah.
And he told me to ask you specifically about your Cannabis Cup experiences. The Cannabis Cup.
Okay.
So he said, ask Redman about the Cannabis Cup.
Experience.
His experiences.
Okay.
Now, what is the Cannabis Cup? To those that might not know what that is.
Well, to those who don't know what a Cannabis Cup is, it's like a little mini festival where, growers from around the world come together to see who has the best grow, like from hash to weed or whatever. The one that I hosted, I'm part of the High Times crew. Big up the High Times. Anyway.
Big up the High Times.
Big up the High Times.
As a matter of fact, we might have Danny on next week.
That's what's up. Big up to Danny.
Stop.
Yo, but in fucking Amsterdam, like my experience,
Everybody's got to go to Amsterdam once.
That's right, and you got to go before they start changing the rules because it's changing fast. They shutting down most of the coffee shops. They trying to,
Really?
They trying to make it more commercial. Yeah, they're trying to make it real commercial.
Especially to non-Netherlands, especially to tourists, non-Netherlands residents are not
so
going to be able to go.
You've never been, and you want to get that experience. I advise you to go now.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know, tourist shit. They want to commercialize it out, not knowing that that's why tourists
That's why I
want
went
to
to
go
Amsterdam.
to fucking Amsterdam because
Exactly.
it's naughty,
Right.
very, very naughty, bloody naughty, mate. But yo, my experience in Amsterdam is being in the house and judging like all kinds of bud. Now, first of all, High Times rented out this one house that had like 4 floors to it, and each floor, it was just motherfuckers blowing until we got to the top floor where it was like maybe 50 jars of. Well, it was like maybe 100 jars, and then they eliminated all the weaker ones and had to go down through 50. It was 50 jars of the best grow from around the world, and then other jars of little jars like this, and then blocks of the best hash grown around the world, man. And we had to sit there and test all that shit. Taste, potency, and whatever.
Choke factor, and the whole nine.
So the next thing what happened is that we took a big block of hash, we rolled it about maybe almost about the size of this paper. We spreaded the hash out about a size of a magazine paper, almost just a little bit shorter. We rolled the hash out. We put the bombest weed on top of it, maybe like a half an ounce or something. And we rolled the hash in the weed. We rolled the hash weed.
So it's a page. It's a page.
It was
blunt.
a page of hash with weed in it rolled up, and we no paper, no nothing. We just lit the hash, and the hash burnt the weed inside, and we was pulling that shit. And you talking about nuts? It was fucking nuts after that. My show was off the hook off that shit. My show was off the hook after that.
What's your favorite weed right now?
I like that Granddaddy. That's my Method Man code name is Bubblegum Kush, and my code name is Granddaddy Perp. I love that Granddaddy. That sour is always good. I'm a sativa man. I like that Blue Dream. I like that stuff to get me energetic.
Not the shit that puts you to sleep.
Yeah,
right?
not it's times for that, but I like shit to keep me going because I got a busy day. So like Blue Dream or whatever, like that. Any sativas that's tasteful.
You got one of those cards? One of the medical cards?
Absolutely.
You got one of those cards?
I got a couple of those cards.
Really? You have one on you, man? I want to see one. I've never seen. You know what?
No, I got it in my wallet. I got it in my wallet at home. But I got my card.
Good man. So it's all legal.
Yeah, absolutely. I got my card. I also got my Oaksterdam degree out there in
what is an Oaksterdam degree?
Well, Oaksterdam is a university that teaches you the properties of weed, of how it helps people with cancer, helps people with blood diseases. You got patients that go into these dispensaries and say, listen, I need something for my blood disease to keep me, and they give you that certain kind of weed. It's really serious on the West Coast. It's not here like here where niggas is just rolling up and get high. Out there, it's a real serious game, and Oaksterdam is a university. You can check online for it. It's a university that teaches you all that. Teaches you how to cook weed. Teaches you how to bake weed. Teaches you why, where it comes from, why it's here, And I had to take the crash course on that because I wanted to learn what the fuck I've been smoking all these years, and finding out that the shit helps cancer. It has helped most cancer patients lose their cancer. So I'm all for it, baby.
So what ailments do you have to have this card?
I'm a registered dispensary too. Like I can work.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a registered patient. Like I'm registered to help patients now.
Jersey's about to have it too,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you
we the 14th state? We the 14th state pass.
So are you about to open up a dispensary?
Oh, absolutely not.
Man, I got to come through.
Absolutely not.
We got to do a show.
Not right now. Not right now.
Right.
Because right now, like far as the East Coast, some people that know the game like I do. I mean, a lot of people know that game. I know the game just a little bit, but just knowing the game, it's not really ready to blow up like East Coast because the fans will still kick in your door. Right. Regular police will kick in your door right now because they don't want it, and that movement over here ain't as strong as the West Coast of Denver. Right now, Denver, Colorado got the strongest movement of dispensaries, and I mean, they're going bananas with it out there right now. Bananas.
But what's your personal ailment? Because you got to have an ailment.
What you mean?
To have a medical card, right? You got.
My ailment is I can't sleep.
You sleep deprived.
I can't sleep.
Oh,
I got back pains. And that's about it. Back pains. I can't sleep.
All right. Yeah. You still talk to Branson, man?
Of course. I work. I go to the same gym with Branson. Big up to Bally's out there in Jersey. I see Branson. Matter of fact, man, he inspired me every day seeing his ass up in the gym.
Now it's amazing that he's turned his business around, and he's now he's selling champagne, right?
Yeah, he's selling champagne. Well, people who know Branson like I do, man, Branson always been in some kind of trait. Will it deal with drinks or food or whatever?
Right.
Like
he's a connoisseur.
Yeah, exactly. Like even back in the day, he had a juice bar. Even when he was hot and he was doing his thing. He had a juice bar. He sell juices. He would make juices. He would make protein shakes and everything. So that was always in his thing to do, and he still got that going right uptown.
That's great, man.
Wow.
I read that you love to play chess.
Absolutely not. I don't know how to play chess.
So I got the wrong information?
Yeah. I never played chess in my life.
In your life?
No, never played.
I also read something that you had some Korean mixed in you. Is that?
No, they thought that because of the Redman.
So I'm reading bad information.
No. A lot of people thought I had Korean mixed in me because of the first album when I did that Korean line or whatever, and I told them that a Korean friend wrote that for me. They thought I was Korean, but no.
So that was real Korean.
Yeah, that was a real Korean.
Okay.
Jeremy Lin.
Yes.
He's Chinese.
He's Taiwanese.
He's Taiwanese, but he's not.
But you know,
Korean.
Not at all.
I mean,
But Taiwan is where? Is Taiwan in China, right?
are we all niggas? Are we all niggas?
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not a nigga.
What is that with the A or the ER?
You're red,
Black man.
How'd you
Still
break into
February.
Hollywood, man? How did you break into Hollywood? That's like a lot of rappers' wet dreams.
But see, Combat, he had to take the leap without EMP. That's huge.
You know what? This is what I wanted to ask you, man, before we got to Hollywood. The breakup, man, how did that affect you, man? Like the Hit Squad breakup, man. What was that shit about? Because
I was like, that was some bullshit.
Right.
I mean, it was about.
So you
shit.
more angry?
No. Yeah, because first of all, you know, just knowing what I know now, I got grown now, and man, and looking back now, I can look back on all the stupidity or ignorance that, you know, we couldn't come together and do. It was just all of communication. One guy thought this was getting this much, when this guy could be getting this much, and this guy was doing too much and whatever. When only thing they had to do was like, all right, look, we got a business going. This is my shit and this is your shit. Yes, it comes in equal. Yes, boom, bang. But it wasn't that. And
were there cats outside the circle that started giving people bad advice?
Yeah, it's always going to be that, man, until it started separating more. Like, we was together, then I just started seeing it separate more and more. Like, yo, I ain't fucking around over there. And then, motherfuckers talking over here. Like, yo, you should, whatever. I was like, damn, it's really going down like that.
It was like a divorce in a sense, right?
Yeah. So I was like, yo, man, really this shit going down? Like, I'm about to come out with my album. I need that hype.
Right.
I wanted to rock with the crew.
Need
out
that
there.
momentum, that movement.
I believe if they would have stuck together, my first album would have been like platinum off the back, like DOS Effects.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even though they had a style that was wicked or whatever, but I still think I would have at least had like 900,000, close around there just with that push. But the shit broke up and everybody was confused, like, all right, what's going on with this squad? What's going on? Then I popped out in the middle, like, well, here go Redman, let's fuck with him, let's see what he do. But I guess that's a blessing too, because when I popped out by myself, I grabbed my own fans.
Right.
I had my own fans separated from the Hit Squad, EPMD or whatever. They was like, yeah, we rolling with you, brother. So that was a blessing too.
And you brought your fans back.
Yeah, absolutely.
You brought your fans back.
Well, they never went no fucking where.
No. I mean, you brought them back to EPMD.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Everybody bought their fans, their family.
Mm-hmm. That's
hip hop.
Right. That's right.
Before we get to Hollywood, man, so are you the 10th or the 11th official member of the Wu-Tang?
Meth said I'm the 11th member. First of all, like with the Wu, man, like, I always represented them when I first came out to the Fat Jam thing with Russell Simmons, before I even knew them, what I'm talking about? I was rocking Wu-Tang, and they even knew that when they was in the audience and I came out to their joint. They was like, yo, man, he rapping, man, he from Jersey, yo. So, I was always with the Wu, man, and anytime they had a show or whatever, I'm up there holding the Wu flag or whatever. I'm playing the back, I just love, because it was kind of something that I wanted from Hit Squad that I never got.
So you were like the adoptee,
yeah,
that was a family that you didn't have with the Hit Squad.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do, because it was like, yo, that's what I wanted to rock with my crew, and I like what they had going on, whatever. And me and Meth is brothers or whatever. So and Meth is he was Def Squad before I was Wu-Tang. He was like, yo, Meth. I told Meth, you Def Squad nigga. You get anything from over here. And then later on, Meth was like, yo, man, come on, man. You're a member, 11th member of the Wu.
So you never got any, I wanted to ask you, man, you never got any side eye from like any members of the Wu, like you God ain't ever give you like the look like this nigga. What?
Nah, man, you God is my boy, man. Right. Everybody from Master
everybody
Killer,
embraced you.
Everybody from Master
Ghost embraced you. Everybody embraced you.
Ghost, Ray, man, all of my dudes, man. Every time we see each other, it's nothing but straight up love. They already know, because they know I rep. Right. They know I'm a real nigga. They know I rep. I ain't with the bullshit. I don't lie for nobody. And they know every time they see me, they get the same red. Yo, what's up, good? What's up? You good? You good? Yeah, let's smoke something. Yeah, it's just straight like that. that, man. Far as like, I heard on the internet one time, like, Red ain't no official member of the Wu. Like, I ain't nominate myself that. My nigga Meth nominated myself. I felt I was part of the Wu without even them saying what member I was. I was just gonna be Redman rocking with the Wu. I'm down with them. If they ride, I ride. That's how I felt,
the internet's talk that shit anyway, man.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, it is what it is,
So you're doing records with Meth right now. And you're walking down this other lane, and your career is just growing and growing and growing.
Yeah.
How do y'all get to Hollywood, man?
Word.
From that Right Guard commercial we did the Right Guard commercial, and it was fun. They liked it. I don't know. James Ellis and Shauna Gard, they played a big role. That's our managers, as far as the movie and music, and they just had a script. I guess Danny DeVito, they loved our characters or whatever. They loved our personality from seeing us through tapes and music. You know how they got to say, well, let's see what these dudes are about. And I guess they checked our shit out and gave us a chance because, far as our first movie on How High, when we got to the set that day, just knowing and seeing the trust they had on us to will this shit, they put us on a set. And it wasn't like we had a couple of days to go over the shit, whatever, with the whole staff and the meeting. They took us that day and was like, yo, and put us in that spot and said action. No fucking warm up, no nothing. Me and this nigga looked at each other like, yo, this shit is really fucking going down. And they said, action again. So they said, what you know? Yo, and then we started our lines and shit. And after that first take, they was like, all right. And we was like, yo, we fucking...
This is really happening.
This is really going down. What I'm saying is, like, how I know how the business go now, they usually have readings and shit like that. Wasn't none of that shit. It was a size we had to go through and shit. And they motherfuckers just said, that's your mark. And we was thinking we was going to practice for an hour.
Right.
Nah.
Not even an hour.
Rolling. Action.
Now, you didn't even have aspirations to get into Hollywood, though. Like, am I right? Like, this wasn't even part of the plan.
No, not at all. No, not fucking at all. Not going into movies, no way. It's a blessing, but no, I didn't expect that. Meth though is more movie. He do more movies. He's more experienced. He wanted more of the movie scene than I did. Me, I just wanted to deal with the music.
Right. So now you're out of the studios. You're in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. How was it? A culture shock? Are you palling around now with George Clooney and Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
What's that whole transition like?
No, you know what's
like?
Funny?
Is Danny DeVito like Red, my nigga?
It lasted just enough for us to nip in the bud. Long story short, it was like, all right, after the movie, everything was bubbling until we got the TV show. Now, when we got the TV show, we got broke off bread. They said they want to give y'all this to do the TV show. We was like, let's go. Me and Meth went out to L.A. for like 2 months, moved to L.A.
Who was writing? Were y'all writing or they give you a team of writers?
Well, we were sitting with a team of writers. We were sitting with a team of writers.
Funny people, good people?
Yeah, they was good people, man. Their
heart was in the right place, but their heart was in the right place, but then they had overhead people that overseeing that. Right.
Always remember that. So we got there, we was out in Cali doing the thing. I was out there in the gym, and when you go somewhere besides the hood, it makes you just want to brush your teeth extra in the floss.
Makes you want to floss.
Yeah, it makes you just twice. Yes. See the palm trees, and I was brushing my teeth.
Green juices.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't wake up. I was rarely musty out there. Like I didn't have inspiration.
Manicured. Let me find out. Redman was manicured.
I ain't never get that shit. My shit, I bite my nails, but it made me want to brush my teeth extra. I was happy and shit. And Meth had his own spot. I had my own spot and shit. And I was in the gym. I had my 6-pack going on. I was doing like 300 pull-ups a day and 900 crunches a day. I was in it. I was feeling good, and the shit was going on, and they loved us, and
that money was good, right?
Yeah, it was so good. But then we started hearing it, like Red and Meth, the show. Yeah, they smiling for the white people. They smiling,
selling out.
Blah 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 and shit. I'm like, yo, I had to start checking my man and shit. Like, yo, yo, is it? You know, people say it's funny. Yeah, that's it. But some people are like, so we still willing it. I was like, fuck it. All right.
They just hate.
I bought me a 645 beer for the motherfucking joint that day. Like, yo, fuck. Well, they think that we ain't doing it. Well, this is how I'm doing it today. Rolled up with the joint. You know, I had to show them, yo, yeah, Redman, we in the building. Then it started coming more and more, and the shit started turning away different, and the readings started to get different, and then I started to disagreeing more, and then me and Meth started getting into it a little bit, and he, you know, and they went back and telling him stuff without telling me shit.
Now, what are y'all getting into it about, man?
It was just like, just shit, with how people try to throw wrenches in the game. Like, you know, if, you know, I told Mev, if you know something that I should know, motherfucker, let me know about, because, you know, at first, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was smoking and shit starting off, you know, but I was doing my thing, but after I heard, yeah, man, they be smelling the smoke on you or whatever, and da-da-da, and da-da-da, I was like, all right, motherfucker, fuck it, I'll stop smoking. So I stopped smoking. That's when I went in the gym 2 times a day, because I stopped smoking, so I was in the gym 2 times a day. After that, I stopped smoking or whatever, they saw my progress started picking up, because I don't consider myself an actor. Right. They said my shit started picking up more, even though I wasn't not on point. But they
was your energy or present?
No, my energy and everything was great, but they see I started perfecting it more. Right. I got more into my character more. I started getting more into my character and understanding what acting was about and what shooting a series was about. You know, I started getting in my character more, and then I just started winning, and then they just then I see they coming over here now. They like, yo, yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm like, wait.
So now they shitting on.
No, it wasn't no shit kind of, but it was just like, you know, like, okay, we want you, until I had to come check my man. I told my nigga, and Meth will tell you to this day, I said, listen, nigga, I said, goddamn it, I said, these motherfuckers will send us back to the hood, goddamn it. I'm out here with you, nigga. Remember that shit. I had to really tell him. He'll tell you, I said, I'm out here with you. I don't give a fuck about none of this Hollywood shit, because at the end of the day, we'll be back in the hood, and they have 2 other motherfuckers in our place. Exactly. All right? And he knew that. And then after that, you know, we started, you know, we as brothers, you know, you always gonna, you know, have their differences. You know, brothers will have their differences, even with real brothers. Even when you best friends, you will have your differences. We had our little differences on the set, but then we reconciled and come back and understood, yeah, you fucking right, nigga. And we started sticking to our guns more. And after that, it started getting more nasty and shit. Motherfuckers started getting choked out a little bit. Writers started getting choked out.
What do you mean writers are getting choked out?
Yeah, it's like,
who's choking which writer?
I can't say all that, man.
Who's choking which writer?
I can't say all that, but it started getting ugly.
Were they disrespecting y'all, man? It
was just to a point where it was like, y'all gonna do this and whatever, and, you know, we'll say we want this and it not be in the script and it not be this. And, you know, Meth is real serious about that. That's one thing I could say about my dude. Like, when he don't like the littlest shit or whatever, like, I'm an asshole. I tell you, look, you're fat. I don't like blah, 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 whatever, but you be joking about it. But, you know, he's serious about, you know, what a line comes in and he ain't say, or something that he don't agree about that's gonna make us look shitty, he don't play. Right. And he goes in like, yo, this ain't what, you know, what we said. And I'm learning a lot from him, so I'm like, yo, all right,
and you're trusting him.
I'm trusting 100%. him. So that's why I'm like, yo, man, you know, let me know if anything going on. I need to know, because when we had our little spat, I'm like, man, listen, man, I'm here with you. Right. Remember that. Right. I don't give a fuck about this. I'm here with you.
This shit
exactly. So it started getting ugly, and we couldn't have creative control like we want. So they offered us another season, and we turned that fucking big money down.
Round of applause
and we came on back to the hood, like I said, without them saying. And you see, they got 2 more motherfuckers playing Red and Meth. Not saying that, big up to Harold and Kumar, but them was the 2. but them the 2 next How High niggas that came in that realm and started fulfilling that gap of 2 dudes getting high and running around. But they shit was more commercial or whatever. But, you know, and that's just how it seemed like it happened, man. And, you know,
now it's amazing though that you and Meth had the ability to bounce back from that, and cats still fuck with you, because you know, when you stray too far from the hood, they not letting you back in. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something.
They not letting you back in.
God is good. That's why. God is good, because I talk to God all the time, and I knew that if we didn't pull out at that time, it was going to get real deep, because we was already getting the buffoonery lines and all that shit. I'm like, word? It's really
Meth,
going
as long
down
as you have MTV Cribs as long as we have that visual internet, we will never, ever, ever let meth or red.
That's
I'm
right.
sorry, red,
Yeah.
of course. We'll never let you'll never leave the hood, brother.
Exactly.
Now,
your values are always right where they should be.
Before we go to a break, I
Hip-hop.
do got to tell you, man, that your episode of Cribs,
classic.
It's
the most classic of all time.
I watched it today.
All time.
I watched it today, just to prep, and I was like, "What the fuck, B?" Yo, you know what? Should we take a break or should we go into this, man?
Why not, man? Why don't we go into this? Because first of all, you know what? What you gonna say?
I know it's something.
I'm just saying though, because you know,
A King been so thirsty for pause tonight.
Listen, I want everybody to know out there about that, Chris, because chicks be asking me and shit, being funny. Yo, you get your doorbell fixed? Yeah, bitch, I got my door. No, I ain't get my doorbell fixed. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Now, this MTV jump off was real. All right, it wasn't no stage shit. That was my apartment. That was my shit. That wasn't planned, like, you know, for me to show y'all how to. It was to a point. Okay, Redman, we want you to do MTV Cribs. Right. Oh wow, okay, I see how they got the big cribs. I was like, but damn, I ain't got that kind of crib. Right. No, we'll rent you the crib if you need it. Don't worry about it. It goes down all the time.
So they
wow. Word. My niggas in the hood ain't gonna believe that. I want y'all to come to my crib. All right, y'all come there around, come there around noon or whatever.
So they
have
gave
it
you creative control over.
Yeah. They was like, they want to go to his crib. They wanted to go to his crib. Couple of white dudes thought it was a great idea. White dudes like, yeah, let's go to his fucking crib. I guess they got tired of shooting in the big ass crib or
was
whatever.
you in the Bricks or LI?
I was in SI, Staten Island.
Whoa,
Staten Island, baby.
whoa,
yes, sir.
Whoa.
And
halfway to nowhere.
He was like, yeah, let's go to his crib. So come around. I said, yo, come around. I'm gonna have it cleaned up at a certain time. These motherfuckers came around at early as hell.
So it wasn't
early
clean.
As hell.
Right.
It was early as hell. Nah, it wasn't cleaned up. I still had niggas on the floor and shit. I was in my room and shit. And I ain't even brushed really and shit. And they knocking on the door. I had to brush real quick and just tidy a little bit what I can up. They came in and I showed them my shit. They looked. They came in because I ain't have furniture. I had my TV sitting on the big treasure chest.
I saw that.
And I had, I had games on the floor. I ain't have shit really. So they looked. They was like, shit. That's how y'all doing it up in here. I'm like, yeah, this how we doing it up in this motherfucker. Okay, let's get this camera set up then. I guess we're gonna do it here then. And as we was doing it, it just got fun. They was like, you know what?
This is it.
And it wasn't like they doubted it at first. They was like, maybe it is a good idea.
It was
for him
different. It was just different
to shoot him in his crib because they ain't know what kind of crib I had. I just said, come to my house.
Right.
They ain't see it or nothing. I could have had another big ass house that was spontaneous, but they came in and was like, oh, well, we doing it in here. Yes, we are doing it in here. What you expect?
Would you call it the Casa de?
Yeah, the De La Casa.
De La Casa.
Yeah, De La Casa Redman. So, so we started shooting. It was ladies part of the the staff or whatever. They liked it. It was like, it's funny. They see how I was working. They see I was living there by myself. It's like, wow, this guy is really funny. They took it back, whatever. And after that, I was just getting calls like, we about to air this shit. And when it went on, it was chaos. Like, I got so many motherfucking calls and my shit was like blown up like that half a year. Like, yo,
too bad we didn't have Twitter back then, B.
And then after that
should have broke Twitter.
And then after that, Manny Fresh tried to do one. I see Manny Fresh is my dude too. Big up to Manny Fresh. Manny Fresh tried to do one in the apartment. But it wasn't believable.
It wasn't the same shit.
They ain't believing Manny Fresh. Y'all Cash Money niggas had too much money for that shit, nigga. He was like, nah, Manny, you should have just took it to the big crib.
Nah, that shit was official, B.
Yes, sir.
That shit was official.
Yeah. Your shit was real. Manny Fresh, it was aspirational.
Hey, King, are we gonna power
big up
through
to
this?
Manny Fresh. That's my nigga, though.
Are we gonna power through this, or are we gonna go to a break?
If he doing that hard shit, I want to beat for Manny.
I think we should take a quick re-up.
Let's take a quick break. I got a couple more questions for you, and then we wrap this shit up.
We gonna come back, talk about Def Jam, the Chancleta era. You know what I'm saying? And now,
the Chancleta. Yo, all right.
The Chancleta.
All right, you are tuned into the Combat Jack Show featuring Dallas Penn. We got Redman in the house.
Extra thirsty for
unadulterated.
Just record
unadulterated Redman.
For the record, Internet, A King has been extra thirsty for pause tonight. All you scoring at home, and submit them where you will.
There you go.
The Combat Jack Show.
Let's take
PNC Radio.
Music.
Yeah. The Redman.
Yes, sir.
F your radio. F your radio. F your radio. F your radio.
Internets, I see you. Internets, I see you. Yo, Shaheem Reed wanted to call in, but we don't have our phone line set up tonight, right?
Yeah, I kind of deaded it because Reggie Noble's here. There's a lot to talk about, man. No disrespect to nobody.
We need to put more minutes on the phone.
I'll be back though.
It's a lot going on.
Wesley Verhove, I'm sorry you can't call in.
Shout out to Shaheem Reed.
Internets, man, I am so thankful for the support. Just Blaze, I see you.
Just
Internets,
Blaze.
I see you. Yo, Red, you've been really gracious with your time, man.
Yes, man, of course.
We've gone over. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really appreciate this.
Anytime.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not often that we have you in the studio and you just being so real with us right now.
Yes, yes.
Being so real with us.
Yes.
So let's try to package this up as nicely as possible. B.
Okay.
One of the questions I've always wanted to ask you, man, is you're one of the few East Coast rappers that really had an opportunity to work with Tupac. You know what I'm saying? You featured on a Tupac album.
Right.
Have you ever built with Biggie? Did you build with Biggie?
I love Biggie, man. Yeah. Yes, I did build with Biggie, man. And Branson was a big big asset as far as the hip hop game, man, because his spot was like the community spot to meet for rappers, man. And me and Biggie used to be up at Branson's. We used to kick it. You know, we used to get it down, man. We used to smoke one. It used to be bottles everywhere. I mean, it was crazy, man. And then he was with Faith, and Faith's daughter is, my goddaughter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm like big uncle to her. So, big up to China. That's my niece right there. So, I used to see him at Faith crib, and I'll go see Faith with my sister, because my sister and Faith grew up together.
Okay.
And went to the same school or whatever. So I knew Faith before she got in the game or whatever.
Wow.
At 16. She's from Jersey. She's from in Brick City, right down the hill. So I knew Faith when she was still in high school or whatever, and then she grew and whatever. And I've seen Big down there a couple times. So we had kind of like, MC kind of relationship, like what's good, my dude. But then again, we knew we had a slight family joint too. So when I see him, it was nothing but respect.
Right.
Respect. And my last recall seeing him was that night, he got shot.
Oh, wow. He was out there?
Yes, I was out there. I talked to him maybe like 2 hours before it happened. We was in back of the club, maybe the club where he left from, and we was all talking in the parking lot. Me, Keith Murray, Meth, and I was playing Muddy Waters. I was playing him some of my Muddy Waters album before it came out, and he was digging it. And then he, I guess maybe 45 minutes before he got murdered or something like that. It was right before he got murdered. He left me a message. Called me while he was out. Yo, Doc. Yo, Ray. He was calling me. Yo, we got to do a song together. When I get back to the East Coast, I'm going to get back there. Yo, we're going to do something. I like your shit that you was playing or whatever. Kept it real on the answer machine. Then the next thing I heard, blow. And I'm like, damn. So, it was a lot of people out there that felt that experience, man, that was right there. I was there. Keith Murray was there. Meth was out there. And, we all talked to Big, within that hour, 2 hours range, And within that range, even Keith Murray said it, even, a couple of people he was just reaching out to everybody. Yo, when I get back, I'm going to do this. If we going to do this, we just going to do that. And everybody was just loving Big that night. He just had it. He was in the parking lot by himself. We was sitting in the back by ourselves. It wasn't no security or whatever. We was just, it was beautiful, man.
Now, I can't even imagine the magic that would have been a Red and Big record, man. I can't even imagine.
Oh, man.
The stupidity that would have been on that fucking record, B. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Good looking let me on that album, the Biggie album with me and Meth on it, this joint we did, man. I still got a part to do something with Big, but I wish we could have did it live, yes.
Of course. Now, one thing I never what's this beef is going on? You know what I'm saying? And what's your position in this? How do you feel about all of this shit going on? Because up until that point, we had never really seen some shit like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's a civil war, and you know what I'm saying? It got real.
It got ugly.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just being in that phase, I ain't had nothing to do with it. That was a whole,
course.
But it was just being from the East Coast at that time, and we used to go out there and And after a while, the beef started getting thick, real thick, till, you know, like rappers like me, like I was getting calls from, I ain't know who it was. It was just niggas like, yo, we gonna kill y'all niggas when y'all come out there. Yo, word up, we got your number, Redman, word up, we see you back out here, nigga, you done, nigga. I used to be like, what?
You?
It was that, yeah, it got bad for everybody.
Right.
It wasn't me, it was niggas was getting calls, like, I got a call, like, it was just random. I ain't had no beef out there, I was good, it was just motherfuckers wanting to be an asshole, I guess, you know, just, you know, but motherfuckers say,
unfunny prank calls.
Yeah, it was just like, yo, but it was just, the beef was that heavy till it was targeted to all East Coast niggas. It wasn't just Big, cause you know, they knew we rolled for Big, you know what I'm talking about? So it got real ugly, even I got calls and shit. I was like, I ain't even got nothing to do with it, and I'm getting calls, so it must be real ugly. And it was. I mean, you know, I still did what I did though. I still went to the West Coast. I ride with God. I don't care about all that shit, man. I still went to the West Coast. It was still love out there. They G's out there. It was still love. But far as Big and, you know what, in the Tupac situation, that was the most ugliest shit I seen. Really, people let it get out of hand like that. And I swear, Big didn't have nothing to do with that shit, man. He loved West Coast. He loved music. He loved himself. I mean, you know, and he represented, man.
And it seemed like he loved Pac, like my nigga. Like,
he loved Pac, man. He loved Pac. To me, and I don't even know the story. Just knowing Big from himself, just, you know, being around Big, I know he had nothing but love, man. He just was in something that he couldn't handle. It wasn't even his fault, you know. I'm still pissed about that.
Yeah, I'm still
wasted
pissed about
talent
that. Yeah,
to
exactly. Now, I'd never hear about you having any beef. You ever had any rap beef with any of these rappers? Like, you know,
man. Only beef we over said we had was with Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? And you know,
what was that?
That was just back in the day beef about, you know, something about saying about something I said on an album or whatever.
Rappers know better.
Yeah, but you know, my crew was thick as hell. I knew Mobb Deep crew was thick as hell too. My crew was thick as hell. We ain't play no games and shit. And we definitely ran into Mobb Deep a couple of times and shit. Ain't nothing break out though. But you know,
a couple of stairs, a little bit.
Yeah, a couple of stairs. But we, you know, we big up to DJ Twins, because DJ Twins is some, like, when I rolled with them, when we was rolling around, we was barking on shit. Them niggas was wild coyotes, and they had me being wild coyotes with them, because I was already a nigga that ain't give a fuck, but I smoke. You know, but them niggas ain't smoke that much. They was just wilding, and we was just wilding, man. But after a while, man, you know, we seen each other, man. It was like, come on. It ain't nothing. I like Mobb Deep too, man. Right. It wasn't nothing, man. And so, you know, it just eased out, and I'm glad it ain't eased out, you know. But I also, like, when I started too, like I had a beef with Hammer and shit.
With Hammer?
Yeah, man.
How you got a beef with Hammer, man?
From me talking about his grandmother on my first album.
Okay.
Hammer don't play. He don't fucking play. Like, these is beef you don't hear about because it be real and shit. Like, my beefs be real. Like, you can ask any nigga in my hood. You can ask, like, Young Z, any nigga from my hood. Like, when beef come with a nigga saying something, like, I go get my gun and I handle it. And it be shit you don't hear about. Right. Any nigga vouch for me. Motherfucking J.O. Felony, me and him got into something with some niggas out there, and me and him had to ride together on some real shit on the West Coast, but you don't hear about it. But Def Jam niggas and a couple of people know that was there. They seen how we ride and seen how we held our shit down. My shit you don't hear about because it be real and shit. But Hammer, like in '92 when I dropped that album, they was like, "Who's this motherfucker?"
What exactly did you say about?
I was talking on the Uncle Quilly skit. Oh, Hammer, he talking about, oh goddamn Hammer, we need some Hammer. Who wants some Hammer? His mama. I was talking about his mama and everything, but I meant it in a good way because he was big.
Right.
And he took it like I was talking about his mama, and he was like, "Yeah, we gonna see Redman."
Because at the time, Third Base had talked about his mom.
Yeah,
and they had some beef on the.
And I think EPMD slightly had a slight little something going on. Where's to go? Where we went somewhere, and Hammer was deep. And we had to get
Oakland. You didn't have the genie pads?
I don't know where we was at, but Hammer was deep, and we had to get the fuck up out of here. And his squad was deep too. Right. Like, we don't play. Like, we had Big Alvin, Tony. We had niggas that rolled. Like, we rolled niggas out. We was rolling niggas out on the tour. But we got to Hammer time, and we heard, them niggas is way in the back. They wait. Yo, we went to the other side. We got the fuck out of there because Hammer don't play. And at that time, them niggas was wilding back there. Them niggas wilding for Hammer time. Yeah. And they was deep. You talking about deep? Them niggas was deep. That's why I was checking out the beef with Hammer and Jay-Z. It was supposed to be a beef with him. I was like, well, niggas think Hammer is a sucker. Hammer don't fucking play. Hammer don't play. He dances and he's very athletic and he'll whoop a nigga ass. For real.
With the genie pants.
And then I saw Hammer at the last ending of the MTV Ed Lover MTV.
Yo MTV.
Yeah, the Yo MTV. Remember they last special where they had all us, me, Meth, everybody
the
up
finale.
there. Yeah, the finale. And I saw Hammer there. And, you know, he said, yeah, you know where, man, I ain't like that shit about my grandma, man. I was like, yo, Hammer, man, look, you was big. I just told him, look, man, I ain't got no beef with you, my dude. I said, you an OG. I'm a young cat. I was only like 21, 22, 22. And, he already an OG. He was like, yo, man, look, man, I was just looking at it like I was giving you props, man. He was like, yo, man, he was like, he said, anyway, I like that album, though. That album is hot. So big up to fucking Hammer.
Yeah, big up to Hammer, man.
Word up, man. He don't play no games, man. But like I said, man, like beef, I'm really a kind of guy that when I see people, I believe is what you put out is what you get back and shit. So I give out good vibe, good energy where I could be places like I ain't saying no, I'm the Superman. I could be places where, cause I feel I could roam anywhere. Fuck that. I go anybody hood, yo, whatever. Hey, what's up, nigga? I could be places where a nigga could be like, yo, I'm gonna get this nigga. But then they see how I'm out there with the people and like, they like, yo, man, this nigga, hey, man, what's good, nigga? I come up to them, what's good, nigga? Oh, what's good, nigga? They like, oh, yeah, nigga. So it's just what you get back, man. It's like, yo, I don't care about the beef, man. That beef and shit, the beefing now is whack.
Yeah.
All this beef and shit now within the 2G era and all that shit is kind of whack, man. Talking over the internet, because we ain't have all that shit back in the day. We had to see you on stage or after your show, nigga. It wasn't no talking on the phone or on the internet, sending messages or none of that shit, man. And like I say to this day, man, two of the biggest rappers in our time got murdered in our era, nigga. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's some real talk because shit was real then. You know what I'm talking about? Real bullshit until it was like, that was enough. Them two was enough.
Yeah, that pieced a lot of niggas out.
Yeah, man, that was enough.
Yo, one thing that's amazing though about your career is I don't hear about Redman getting in trouble or getting arrested or this or that. The little shit in Norway was one thing, smoking on stage. Yeah. But other than that, man, like your personal, your public persona is very clean, man, and I definitely appreciate that. Yes. Man. What do you account that for, man? Solid upbringing.
I like to thank myself for that because I ain't gonna lie, I've been locked up a lot of times and shit. Especially I've been to damn near every fucking central booking area around Manhattan. I've been even over here in Brooklyn, Queens too, Jersey's too. But my shit was just in and out. Like my shit is in. All right, nobody ain't talking about that because they look at me as one of those dudes that step his legs in his pants one leg at a time like everybody else. Like, oh, Redman in here? Oh, that's what's up. It ain't blown up on the news or whatever. And I appreciate that. As far as trouble out here with these women and the internet and all that shit, man, fuck no. And, I could really talk some shit about me dodging like what could have been a part of shit that been going on. But I thank God. I thank my God upstairs for being being the real nigga that I am. First of all, I wasn't the never kind of nigga to go behind a gang of other niggas if I knew that they fucked the bitch.
Right.
I wasn't never that kind. Oh, y'all fucked her? Nah.
She's hot. Ooh.
Nah, I stay away from that. That wasn't never my MO.
That's some industry shit, right? Like, I be seeing cats running after his chick.
The same chick that everybody.
And I know your shit is dirty, nigga, so.
Jigga.
I'm like, man, fuck that, man. So I thank my God for that, man. Plus, I ain't stupid, man. I don't be out nowhere. I'm too busy spending time with my kids and building in the studio. So I don't be at the clubs and shit. I mean, sometimes I do need to get out and show people I'm out sometimes. Because I can't even tell you what's the hottest club in Manhattan right now. Or in Jersey. Nowhere. Because I don't go. So, yeah.
What's going on with Def Jam, man? What's going on, man? We talked earlier about how you ushered in the new generation at the time of superstars and legends. And, you know, you kind of like, in a sense, was one of the cats that took the baton from LL at the time, not taking anything away from him. And you had cats now on your back. What's going on?
You couldn't take nothing away from L anyway.
No, you can't take nothing.
Because LL would go back in the studio and take it back.
I think they should have treated LL more better, with respect and, you know, whatever. They should have gave him, like, you know, they should have just gave him more respect of, like, yo, you do what you want up here. Nigga.
Take an executive position or something like that.
Take an executive position. You want to drop an album, drop an album. Bottom line.
And it wouldn't hurt nobody if they gave him a title.
No, not at all. Not at all. Leo Cohen told me one day, like, yo, Redman, you saved Def Jam with that Muddy Waters album. I want to let you know. All right, when we wanted you to go to the right and do what everybody was doing, you went to the left and said, no, this is what they want to hear. They want to hear smoking, bitches, and this and that. And you gave them what they want, and you saved Def Jam with that album, because you definitely brought us some money up in this bitch. And he'll tell you to this day. And it's just like, back then, they knew how. Back then, Def Jam was considered the what I was told from Leor. Was it Leor? I don't want to be mistaken. But hearing the conversation from him, because I talked to him a lot, and Kevin Lyles, Def Jam was considered the mechanics of the hip hop game, which means they were the guys under the car fixing the car for the car to ride. They was dumb niggas. And in other words, they built artists. They built artists to who they are. And that's what they was known for. That's what people respected them for. That's why labels wanted to be. Remember when Def Jam was on top? When everybody wanted to be Def Jam? Like, yo, Def Jam, yo, them motherfuckers, yeah, Job, we love Job. We love Columbia, yeah. But Def Jam, y'all motherfuckers was rolling. And they were known for building the artists and believing with them and putting all that effort in it and showing it within the in stores and within showing up to the open and release parties, whatever, being there, showing that support.
The reach was crazy.
So it's just like now, it's just you know,
there's no more Timberlands boots.
Well, is more of like they lost the mechanism. Am I saying it right? Mechanism. They lost the mechanism of building an artist. They fell into the realm and started following what these other labels are doing, having an artist that already have like 100,000 YouTube hits or whatever. You can't even get signed to Def Jam without that now. I think that's crazy what they was known to build for. And that was the only thing I was mad about.
100,000 in one video or collectively?
Like, you know, everybody had their beef with Def Jam. Like LL, Meth had his beef with Def Jam. They said I had a little beef. I ain't never have no beef. I was mad at Def Jam for being the asset of that company and how they built me, and they're not continuing that same process with other people and sticking to their guns. And when I'm a part of the company, I feel I'm an asset. I'm going to speak up as a share owner. I don't get the money, but I'm talking like a share owner. Look, y'all got to get y'all fucking balls back. You got to want the labels to be like y'all again. Now, you got independent labels that look at Def Jam like, oh, yeah, you over there at Def Jam? Yeah, we doing it over here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Independent labels that just came out 2 years ago thinking they could compete with Def Jam already. You know, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So, like, how's your relationship with them right now?
I love Def Jam.
Right.
Any beef they thought I had with them or anybody thought I had with them outside of Def Jam, I never had a beef. I love them because they provided and what they did for the game. I can never, ever fucking forget that. They are number one in my life. But they just lost their soul on how to build an artist.
Right.
And I just wish, you know, they get the proper settings, get the proper staff, get the proper outfit, the proper fabric to build that back.
I read somewhere that you would even be open to being part of that team, being an executive in terms of building, getting your hands dirty, and becoming a mechanic again for Def Jam.
I want to. Yeah. I would definitely do that. I wish they would reach out for me. I wish they would reach out for me before I leave.
Oh.
Because, you know, at the pace the rap game is going now, it's like, man, you know, you already know what it is. Like, you already know the range bass. You know, I'm a G. I'm an OG in the game right now. Before I move heavy to the left doing other shit, I'm going to squeeze some more albums out and put my dudes on and let them rock with albums and drop, you know, spontaneous albums after that, you know, at my age and at my time in this rap game. But I'm not stupid. Like, my last couple of albums, I'm dropping Muddy Waters too. That's gonna be big. You know what I mean? You got fans out there that just want to hear nothing but 90s music on there, and that's what I'm gonna give them. And my whole thing right now is, where am I gonna drop that album at?
Right.
Right now. Do I want to go back to Def Jam with it? Do I want to, you know, go through the motions of them not knowing what's going on or whatever, or too much focus over here and giving a little leeway for this? Come on, man. When I dropped that Red Gone Wild album, they dropped Redman, Ghostface Killer, and Sheik Luch in the same month.
Damn.
And they dropped Sheik Luch shit right after he got signed with no promotion.
How the fuck do you do something like that?
Crazy.
Drop 3 niggas in 1 month.
Just they treating you like a write-off right now, in a sense.
That's all it is right now. It's a quarterly meet. Okay, we got to drop somebody. What niggas we could get? Okay, these niggas now. All right, let's go. 3 niggas in 1 month? That's unheard of, with the same money for promotion. We all got the same little one. All right, you get the BET run. Go ahead, bang.
That's disrespectful.
On D, ring, bop, 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 bang. The same little major thing, then you on your own. Man, I was like, do I want to go through that shit again?
Right.
So, I don't know, y'all. Y'all stay tuned for where I might be.
Now, one of the questions that the internets have been asking is, ask Redman about the auto-tune record.
Which one?
What's the auto-tune record?
The Def Jam. Def Jammable, yeah.
Def Jammable.
I didn't think it was all that auto. I only did that to keep my ass in tune. I wasn't trying to have an auto-tune song in there. And, you know, bottom line about that whole auto-tune thing and shit, goddamn it, Jay made the goddamn song DOA, and the album still had a piece of auto-tune on the motherfucker.
The song had, didn't the song have some? Didn't the song have?
Alright, goddamn it, and the new Kanye West and them still got auto-tune on the goddamn album, don't they?
Yeah.
Don't they got
auto-tune?
Auto-tune. Don't they got auto-tune on the goddamn album? On the new Kanye and Johnny Jay-Z? Alright,
auto-tune is dead.
Yeah, but you know what? Listen, I look at it as a part of music. That's what, how it's used is dead.
Right.
To win with that popish sound, that shit is dead. Didn't I just sound down again a little bit?
Yeah, I like that shit. I like that shit.
Yo, that was part like is dead. But
shit.
How I looked at it is like, I'm a funk dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Roger Troutman dude, and that was like the talk box to me to fuck around with that. Like, I wish I knew how to work that talk box. But that was when I first got on auto-tune. I thought it was funky. It was fun and funky to me. I ain't look at it as like, yeah, let me get on the auto-tune and do my thing so I can win and have a big single and win.
Let me press the cheat code.
Yeah, let me do that.
Use the cheat code, right?
Man, yo, me and niggas like Eric Sermon.
Redman is the cheat code.
Right. Yo, so we look at it like a talk box, nigga. It was funky to us, but you don't hear it all on my shit. I don't, I don't represent that.
What are you working on right now? What's going on with
Muddy Waters 2, the album. I'm working on that right now. I'm working on Gilla House Music. We throwing it out. We trying to work on a CD to throw out 420. I'm dropping my nephew single next week. I got a grind. Ready Rock. He was supposed to be up here with us today.
He did good on Friday, man.
Yeah, he did fabulous on Friday. I said that earlier, man. He opened up real big, man.
Did very, very good, man.
He was supposed to be here. I think his grandfather passed, so big up to Ready Rock.
Condolences to Ready Rock and his
condolences. Yeah, definitely. But we dropping a single on him next Friday, so I'll be giving that to y'all. The play is called On My Grind. And did y'all be playing them freestyles I put out, right? Like Sour Diesel and the Eminem joint. Y'all didn't get those?
No, we didn't get those. We didn't get those yet. Did we get them?
No, I got my phone. I am aware.
I brought my phone. I'm gonna give it right to y'all, man. I've been dropping freestyles, and I'm on my Twit too. I'm at the Real Redman on Twitter. And Funk.Gilla on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Funk.Gilla.
I heard you was cooking up something at Rubber Tracks the other night.
Converse Rubber Tracks? No, they were rehearsing.
Yeah, we was rehearsing.
They were rehearsing for the show. No? That's not what
some Illuminati.
You working on some new shit later?
Shout out to my guy Ilman, yo.
Oh, you working? Oh, okay.
Yo, big up to he's right here in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yo, Redman, would you be willing to spit a little something, man? You know, I mean, if you don't, you don't have to, but you know.
Hold on to
I don't
your
want to
hat.
throw you.
It is a tradition.
But we got live listeners right now. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Right now. They like, yo, shout outs.
Yo, man, you know why I don't be spitting, man? Because I don't be remembering my shit, man. I mean, you could throw a beat on RC, but I don't be remembering my shit. I got too many fucking rhymes.
Do some auto tune too.
Man, do anything.
Yo, Ben Hamid, you got something queued up,
Redman.
Yeah, give me 2
The Combat Jack
ready
Show.
to rock rough rhymes.
Redman. Internets.
Redman.
Internet.
We got Reggie in the house.
Yes, sir.
15th.
You should crown me. I'm the dopest. Nigga. Shout out to Oprah. Doc known to rock all types of cultures. Family tighter than Costa Nostra. Pop the toaster. Get back to it. Gilla House slipping? We ain't that stupid. How y'all chickens gonna fuck with a rooster? Luke, fuck with a rooster. Hold on. You throwing the beat on? Alright, check it out.
Hip hop.
Alright, check this out. Let's see if I remember this. I said this was on IT shit. Hold on.
You want me to go first?
No. Oh, you gonna go first? Nice. I was rolling like that. Alright, check this out. See if I remember this. Yo, hello, I just jumped out of bed, brushed the teeth, threw the wave cap on the head, I'm heavy. I push in without Simon Says, while these featherweights like Rocky Juarez. I turn you 4 girls into 8-legged freaks, stock like your phone booth. You pay me to speak, I bring static like when 2 baby mamas meet. The pump make you jump, even make quantum leap. I put y'all to sleep like Rockabye Baby, the pickpocket of old lady at Old Navy. Redman, I'm back like fuck you, pay me. A street fighter like Baraka, you melee. Who does it better than the bricks? Call it. You couldn't mark the spot if you shot the target. Believe me, boy, I'm just getting it started. And y'all stupid like tripping over a cordless. I've been a dope nigga since swimming and falling. Your hot chicks on your block, I'm digging in all them. Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. To see who's the raw and what nigga stepped on it. I'm in your Harlem night, black 10 and 6. The cops Calhoun and I'm hauling ass quick. When I ran, I'm going line the needle. Cause trying to find me is like trying to find Nemo, nigga. Woo!
Yes.
I said that for Ice-T shit and shit. That's coming out too on his, big up to Ice-T, big up to Coco. They doing a little DVD and shit on Real Hip Hop. Okay. I think it's great. Was the add on to the hip hop community for people to check out. They interviewing MCs, telling them asking them what they think about the game and the whole nine. He got that working on. So big up to Ice-T.
Yo, Redman. Yes. Thank you, man. You were one of the best.
Come on.
I'm saying one of the best of all time. You know that, right? You know that you're one of the best of all time.
Whatever I could do, I was late, and I hope that I got the fulfillment of what I was supposed to do.
Nah, more than that, my dude. And anytime you want to come through, for real. Anytime you want to come through, you don't got to.
I'm supposed to come up here and DJ with homie, one of the twins and shit.
Oh, what?
DJ Mark.
Yeah.
When is
he's
Saturday?
Out he's out here now.
Okay.
If I don't leave Saturday, I'll come up here. But he's on every Saturday, right?
Yes.
There you go, Redman. Once again, man, thank you, man. Anything else you want to?
Yeah. Please support us, Gilla House. We don't want to be we want to be recognized as a new crew, but we also want to be recognized as a crew that's going to continuously give you that music that's on that fine line of underground and 90s. And pretty much now too, because you know my nephew, he does the now music. He's a young cat or whatever, but just the overall, we want to be respected as dudes giving y'all good music. We don't want to be known as the dudes getting money, or the dudes with the chains, or the dudes that, you know, blah blah blah. We just want to know, oh yeah, anything coming from out that camp, we gotta listen to, because it's going to be something. That's what we want to be respected of. Big up to the Hit Squad. I want to let Hit Squad. First of all, we should have had a record out already after the hype, after the show. But DJ Scratch is doing the beat. I did the hook the other night, and I laid my verse. My verse is so hot on that bitch.
DJ Scratch was just tweeting about it.
Yeah, man. My verse is so hot on that bitch, man. And DOS Effects, K Solo, Keith Murray, EPMD. Please get y'all verse on so we can can put this shit out, shoot a video, and get.
Don't hold the shit up.
Exactly.
Don't hold up no progress.
Exactly.
There you
and
go.
Big up to Meth. Big up to my city, Brick City. We still in here. We ain't going nowhere. Big up to Artifacts. Big up to Rod Nigga. Big up to Lords of the Underground, Tretch. Everybody, Naughty by Nature. Big up to the whole Jersey set. Big up to Queen Latifah, and big up to my girl Whitney Houston. What I can tell y'all, listen. First of all, everybody knew Whitney was wild or whatever. You know, that's cool. And, you know, these media motherfuckers will have something. If I hear somebody talking about Whitney in front of them, I'm going to smack the shit out of them. I'm going to let anybody know on the radio right now. If you're around me and you talking about Whitney around me, I'm going to smack the shit out you. That's straight up. I ain't playing no games with that. First of all, you know, everybody knew how Whitney was, you know, but they didn't know that, you know, beyond all that, she was a very loving woman and very respectable of her city. I'm going to tell you, I have never seen anybody rep Brick City like she does.
Preach!
People don't know that. She comes up to me we be somewhere and, you know, I see them, I go, hey, yo, Red, yo, Whitney, what's good? Rule that, Red. Brick City, you already know. I don't even be that loud. I be looking around like, yo, Whitney don't play.
She don't play.
Like, come here, girl. Come here, yeah. She be wanting she be like, you good? I be like, I'm good. You good? You good? And it was continuous. She never changed.
Never changed.
Never changed at all, man. And you know, I look at it. I didn't really. I kind of shedded a tear because, you know, she was gone. It was a waste of talent. But man, she just did what she wanted to do, man. She lived. Yeah. And hey, man, she lived. That's the only thing I could say. She lived. So, you know, I had to shout that out, man. And another thing, don't talk about Whitney around me. Don't make no Whitney jokes, no Whitney and Bobby corny ass back in the day jokes. Because if you do around me, I'm gonna smack the shit out you.
Then I'll be reading about you.
Exactly. So don't do it.
Internet's.
I mean, I'm not a violent dude. You don't hear me about me, but I don't play that. That's very you can't talk about
Whitney. I do not want to read about Reggie in the paper. So keep it respectable about Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Once again, my man, thank you for being on the Combat Jack show featuring Dallas Penn. Dallas. Man, I'm exhausted, B.
Yeah, we was up here talking, getting it in.
I'm exhausted, B.
It does not stop. It does not stop.
You hear all this content we giving you?
Does not stop.
Do you hear all this fucking
I'm gonna
content?
let y'all know, this is one of the rawest interviews I had since 93.
Since 93, bitches! And my wife said I can't say bitch on air.
And every interview been the lame, same term questions, man.
Happy Women's History Month.
That's right.
It's Women's History Month right now. Official. So I can't say bitch.
Yep. It don't stop. It don't stop, though.
It don't stop.
It don't stop.
Let's take this out, man.
No, I mean,
for the whole month. We got
stars are in the building.
Say bitch.
I mean, my wife said I can't say bitch.
He can't say bitch.
Oh, okay.
I just can't say bitch.
I was about to say.
Wait, what can you say?
Red, what percentage of your vocabulary would removing bitch take away? 20%,
Hey, let me tell you something, man. Just like my man said on the Shaq Comedy special, man, it's because y'all motherfuckers don't call y'all women bitches enough. That's what it is. You need to call them a bitch when you having fun.
I was about to hit the floor button, but
he said you got to call them a bitch when you having fun. Like, hey, bitch, go get me something to eat out the kitchen, man. All right, and you got to have fun with it. That's what he said. So you know that's what I do.
You got to ease it in.
You got to call them a bitch in the bed and shit. You can't be disrespectful in the street though. Like, hey, bitch, because that's disrespectful. Yeah. But in the house, in the bed, like, bitch, go get me. What you said? I said, bitch, go get. You better stop calling me a bitch. And when they say that, you know you got it. Like, yeah, ease on to it.
Wise words.
Yo, big up to PB. Big up to Black Moon from Brooklyn. Everybody, yes. Big up to everybody in Brooklyn. Fuck that.
It don't stop.
Timberland.
It don't stop.
Fila.
Big up
don't
to
stop.
Polo out there.
It don't stop.
It don't stop.
Take us out of here. Take us out of here, Dallas.
Listen, the stars are in the building.
Yes.
All right. Again, just beams of light rotating. It does not stop.
Yeah.
I'm in the best seat in the house. Internet's
Dallas.
The Combat Jack Show.
Featuring
PNC
Dallas
Radio. Cheer.
All right. Anybody got shout outs? Ben Hameen, I know you got your shout outs.
Yeah, real quick. Shout out to Breezy the Kid. He made it through that court situation today. Nice. Shout out to my man Kaya Allah down in the VI. And Red, I just want to tell you, I met, I don't know if you know him, DJ Groove Rider. He's out of London. He's a really big, super big drum and bass DJ, like the king of drum and bass. You know what I mean? He's up there with Ronnie Size and all that.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was, basically locked up with him for a minute. But anyway, he told me that Muddy Waters is his favorite hip hop album of all time, and he's an old school cat. Goes back to PSK and all that shit.
Nice.
And he's like of all time Muddy Waters. That's it.
That's what's up, man. Tell him to get me something on the drum and bass, man.
Word, I will.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Make that connect.
Yeah.
Make that connect.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes.
One of my favorite shows.
Clifton Bell.
One of my favorite shows of all time. Peace to our cool friend Redman. And
how did it feel smoking on the deck with Redman?
I mean, it was great. Smoking always feels
we
good.
Brings people together.
Yes, man. yes.
And continue to follow me on Twitter. MATTRAZ.
Right. Yo, last week I saw Matt Raz building with Razcast.
Nice. Razcast, my dick. Yo, big up to Razcast.
Internets. Combat Jack saw a ripple in the time-space continuum.
Hey, yo, I want to let everybody,
I was there.
Yo, my favorite show on cable right now for the last 2 seasons is Eastbound and Down.
Yes, sir. Kenny Powers.
If you don't watch Eastbound and Down, you ain't seen it from the first fucking series, from the first episodes, man. You need to get on it by the DVD, by the first season, the second season, and they playing the third season now on HBO. Please tune in. Kenny Powers is a fucking nut. That's my best favorite show in a long fucking time.
I would love to
man.
see you on that show, man.
Yo, I would love. Yo,
I would love to see you.
You heard it, nigga. I'm supposed to be on there, nigga. Yo, I hope they do a 4th season because I would just love to be a part of that.
Internets. Let's get a
Dad, if you
petition
play
going.
baseball, what position would you play?
Oh man, shit! I had to play outfield because I be high. I couldn't fuck with that pitcher and trying to be on first place. Like, I played baseball when I was young and shit, and they made me the catcher. That shit was hard as hell, stooping down the whole game and shit. Like, who does that? Who can do that? You gotta be strong as hell to be doing that shit. I was on my one knee half the time and shit, catching the ball. Then I catch it, I try to throw it, I throw it past the base because I'm so tired. I quit that shit. Quit it quick as hell. I knew sports wasn't in my blood, brother.
There you go. Hey, King.
Another one in the books. PNCRadio.fm, the Combat Jack Show. Reggie Noble, a.k.a. Funk Doctor.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? This in my top 3 of all time. I'm not just saying that because you right here. Pun is in that. Redman is in that.
Ooh, he said Pun.
You know what I'm saying?
That first album of Pun?
Stupid.
Ooh.
And that second album wasn't even supposed to be how it was presented. People don't know that. It's because he passed away.
Yeah, he was done.
You know what I mean? Those are the joints that he recorded up to that time. You know what I mean? But salutes to Redman, the whole Brick City.
Salutes.
A lot of history, man.
Salutes.
Yes,
Crazy.
yes.
Salutes. Shout out to the Combat Jack Show featuring
Don't
Dallas.
stop.
Shout out
Salute.
to Combat Jack.
Shout out to New Era, too, man.
Shout out to Combat Jack for being so fucking professional and being 100%, you know, and knowing how to run a organization that is actually contributing towards the hip hop movement and not deteriorating it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I can appreciate you doing that, man. And like I said, man, this is one of the realest interviews I had since the 90s, man. And I appreciate the questions and the vibe and the striped beer and the smoking on the deck. That it felt 90ish up in here, man, with that vibe. Cause y'all gotta understand, in the 90s, we didn't have the internet. In order for us to see us, you had to come out to the in-stores. You had to shake our hands. You had to shake people's hands to get where you had to go in the 90s. It wasn't no text over the email. Twitter. It wasn't none of that shit. We didn't have none of that. You had to meet people back then. So I can appreciate that up here, man.
Respect, man. Listen, I'm not gonna keep y'all anymore. Y'all know what it is.
Yeah.
Dream them dreams, man up and live them dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound. Blah.
Internets.